line up the transition beforehand.
You nailed it.
How you doing, everybody? Tell us if the audio is bad. I've been doing fiddling. I've been fiddling around.
I think it should be good.
There's a Greenman hiding somewhere in this audio. I've been looking for it.
We're probably completely blown out. I feel good.
Do you?
No.
You don't sound. No, you don't sound good.
Oh my God.
If you don't have to sleep at the bottom of the hill. You can come up.
What am I gonna do? Sleep in your house?
Well, I mean,
I don't want to sleep in your guest bedroom or something.
you gotta. I have a hammock out back. You can go lie on that.
I had to take a nap before the show.
Like a Disney bear, the Song of the South. You can go lay back. I have a XXX jug. I can give to you.
I've been fucked up all this week because we did the live show, and of course, none of you people wash your hands. So I got horribly sick, and that threw off my sleep.
You put your hands in your mouth a lot after you shake people's hands?
I do. I love to taste other people.
Yeah.
So then today I woke up with a splitting headache, no sleep. Had to drive to CVS, get some ibuprofen, then I showed up at Dick's house.
Get yourself a couple Gatorades,
Get a couple Gatorades and Mountain Dews.
Yeah.
Somebody told me.
Treat yourself.
Someone told me the zero sugar Gatorade is good. Then I should try it. Maybe I will.
Well, what's your tolerance for good? Like low sugar people will.
Some of the zero sugar stuff I've been trying is okay.
Okay.
I like that Prime Energy drink. I got to buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
I could replace the Mountain Dew with that, I think.
By the time this weight loss contest is over, we're gonna figure out what you can drink that's tolerable.
I'm making changes. That's what's important.
Doesn't matter if they're good or bad, as long as you're making changes.
They're all good.
Anyway,
hold on. I gotta say. So then I showed up an hour early.
Yeah.
And I slept at the bottom of the hill. I have a pillow in my car.
Yeah.
Well, because a nap is like, I don't want the anxiety of someone knowing I'm napping, you know?
You picked a bad place to sleep in your car.
Why is that?
Because there's a ton of Mexican
Weirdos.
criminals and cholos doing crimes down there.
Well, what are they going to do? Break in on the fat guy and poke him?
Steal? Yeah. They're going to beat you like a piñata and see if any coins come out of you or sandwiches or bolsas or something.
Things do fall out of my pockets often. Fat people are walking piñatas, and I accept that.
Should I start the show, or did you have something to say? You slept an hour.
Slept like half an hour.
Half an hour.
Now I got a nice coffee. Dick's got a great coffee machine, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that mug has a chip in it. Be careful.
Is that going to fuck up my teeth?
Well, how do you
Did you
drink?
fuck up your teeth?
Have I fucked up my teeth?
Yeah, remember that was your problem, right?
That's rough teeth.
Rough teeth.
It's back to being, it's almost smooth again.
Did you buy some dentist tools, like I said?
No, I thought you were joking about that.
No, man, you got to be scraping your teeth. It's fun. Yeah, you can start the show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a weird
I put a little
show.
delay. Is it going to be weird?
Somebody says I should drink water. What are you, retarded? Biggest problem in the universe!
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from governments not shutting down to podcast merch that can't be found. Your host, Dick Masterson, and joining me as always is Vito Links.
Hi, Dick.
What's up, buddy?
You got to get all the energy up.
Yeah.
You got to go hard in the paint.
That's why you don't sleep 30 minutes before the show starts.
Because you wake up nuts.
You start doing drugs, caffeine or otherwise in that period. You don't take a nap.
No,
and
I
then
feel
start
refreshed.
jazzing up when the show starts so that by the time it ends, you're all amped up to party. Consummate showman, Vito Links.
The show is a slow burn of nothing. And then once it ends, I go crazy.
Speaking of crazy, should we start with this? The quartering?
What is
quartering
this
going
stuff?
after Andy Signore for some reason?
So yeah,
What is that?
I don't know what's up with.
Why is the quartering? Andy Signore released a video saying that he was in the hospital and that it's very serious.
Yeah, Andy Signore's something's wrong with his eyes. His retina's detaching or something. The doctors.
He described what he described as retinal detachment. It happened to my dad 3 times, one in each eye and then one
that's
again.
the scariest thing I can think of is your eyes going when you're a healthy. I was going to say young
healthy.
guy.
I don't know about that one either. Maybe compared to you.
Regardless, it's like, you're going along, everything's fine.
He's a healthy young man.
He's a healthy young man.
Rocking the scales at
He looks all right.
svelte 250, 260.
Andy does better than me with the diet or whatever. He doesn't eat red meat. Yeah.
I almost spit all over my microphone. That's what you think the issue is? Eating red meat?
No, but I'm saying it's good. It's healthy to do that. You know,
I guess.
Lean chicken and fish and whatever else.
Yeah. So there were people polishing the deck, rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. You were there. You know what? I really think this deck chair should be over there.
I understand. It's on the way down, and there's no point.
So
anyway, Andy's eyes are failing. He had to go to the hospital. And for some reason, all these guys, including the quartering, are like dunking on him for it. Like, why'd you post a video about this to your subscribers? This is clickbait.
This is what the quartering says. I'm all for clickbait, but dude's at an optometrist because of an eye issue.
He's not an optometrist. He's at a hospital.
In the video, he describes the terrifying reality of retinal detachment, where it feels like a curtain is drawn over your vision.
Did he wake up and he just couldn't see out of one eye?
It just happens. Happened.
Yeah, that's fucking horrifying.
Bro, I may have been watching less, etc., but I had genuine concern. It's really bad in all caps, because Andy said it's really bad in all caps, because it is. Elicits fear and panic for your many subscribers. Maybe a bit much over an eye issue. Hope you get better. I mean, it's not SJW's ruining Star Wars cartoons.
Yeah, so he has the most clickbaity fucking thumbnails ever. All of Quartering's thumbnails are like, Star Wars is destroyed forever, and blah, blah, blah.
I know it's not no one using the piece of shit Rumble platform that he's always shilling, but it's just a guy who makes his living.
Rumble stock for some reason.
They must have just backed up the truck and dumped toilet paper in his front yard because he gets angry and angrier that no one is using the dog shit platform of Rumble.
It's not a good platform. The Quartering's like a guy who I just keep watching.
This is incredible. He's a man responsible for his whole family, and maybe he can't see. He probably can't stream for a month because he's got to lay face down, letting his retina reattach after they deflate his eyeball and sew it back onto the back, and then reinflate the eyeball. You have to lay face down, and you will always not be able to see because they're reattaching your retina, which is entirely a nerve, and there is a 5% chance that you will go blind in that eye.
That's fucking disgusting.
I mean, I know it's not like coffee or shilling a Nazi book publisher, but it's kind of a big deal. Maybe if the SJWs were detaching his retina, maybe then it would be a big deal.
See, that's the crazy thing is like,
God,
this guy can't report on the fact that he's in the hospital and consider it serious. Like, that's clickbait.
He's gonna go fucking blind, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe if Brie Larson...
maybe, yeah. You may,
big news, Brie Larson doesn't... punched a guy and his eyeballs detached from his retina. What the fuck is this?
And then I saw...
And then, by the way, this is the quartering when me and you were making fun of Eric July.
Yeah, he said he would give him whatever he needs.
Eric July said that he's going to sue us. And the quartering said, whatever you need, Eric.
We have not
like a sensual lover. Whatever you need, Eric. If you need me to lick your balls...
My relationship with the quartering has been a complicated thing where, like, we kind of used to be bros, and then he's kind of just gone down this... I always went like, oh, the quartering's like kind of more rational than these other guys. He kind of stays out of like this stupid drama.
Yeah, but then he did this. What the fuck is this?
And then he's like mad at Andy Signor for his eyes dying.
This is...
Oh, you're going to be blind? What are you, clickbait, bro?
Andy Signor didn't make that title. His fucking producer did while he was in the hospital getting his eyeballs put back together.
I think you're allowed to do a little bit of clickbait as a YouTuber if you're literally in the like. That's people want to know. When I want to make the quartering
lick white dog shit. That's the only way for him to atone for this. Lick white dog. Lick white dog shit.
I just think it could have went. Look,
if you blow me off like this, if my eyeballs come off because I outrage myself.
Yeah.
If I'm in the hospital, you're doing this to me. I'm coming out of the hospital. I'm putting an eye patch on. I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna make you lick white dog shit.
If you're the quartering, you're not ever allowed to complain about clickbait like that. You're the last person who should be doing that.
They made Darth Maul's lightsaber gay in the...
I mean, if I just go to his channel...
In the Lego special edition, only sold at the Pride event, Brie Larson Invitational
thinks is
Lego tournament.
For everyone to know. I want to see... Is Twitter collapsing? Elon Musk has lost $36 billion of his Twitter investment.
It's a big deal.
Oh, my God. Pumpkin spice lattes are deemed racist By scholars, we have to put a stop to that. Woke Walmart freak out. Woke Walmart freak out. Meanwhile, hey, I might be going blind. Bro, don't with the clickbait.
I mean, come
on.
I was worried, and now, I mean, you got me worried for no reason.
He said he unsubscribed because of it.
He should unsubscribe from life. He should click the button on a 9mm and unsubscribe from live. Are you fucking serious? Oh, this is all because of Eric July.
I don't know.
It's all because of Eric July.
Yeah, honestly, like people are mad that Andy kind of had our back on that, and now they're drawing these weird fucking battle lines. I'm gonna
put a poll in the chat. Is it because of Eric July, or is it because Andy Signore does the quartering's job better than him?
There's been a lot of weird, how would I refer to them? Gay ops, I guess.
Yeah.
Of people demanding in secret channels, listen, you're not allowed to guest on a Biggest Problem. You're not allowed to be friends with those guys because they're bad guys. Dick said he wants the Rippaverse to fail. Can you believe it? He doesn't want shitty comic books to get free money for doing the bare minimum.
Hey, guess what? I want everyone to fail. How about that?
There you go. Wow.
I want everyone to have a heart attack.
You're torturously interfering with my life.
With life. God is going to sue me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we get the glitter cleaned up at the theater?
I don't know. I didn't get a message
you didn't
about
get a message
that.
From Death Noodles? He's great.
Yeah, that whole place is great. Mm-hmm. Wish they had a little more room for a merch table, but other than that,
fucking asshole.
Could have put one against the wall.
See how much stuff there was to do when we got there, by the way? You were going to be slinging merch out while I was setting up all this shit.
Well, we got there late because the fucking traffic was weird.
Yeah, there's always something.
There was something.
Okay, let's see.
And yeah, I would have been slinging merch.
Reverend Meat said the crowd chanting the Niggler, LMFAO. We shut that down pretty fast.
Not quick enough.
Not quick enough. I thought it was funny, then I heard one person doing it wrong. And I said, that's it.
Nope.
You ruined it. You ruined it. Danny Seas says, Ocean Spray pure cranberry juice is 9 grams of sugar. Ocean Spray cranberry cocktail, which Vito drinks, is 25 grams of sugar.
I don't think that's correct.
Straight. If you just watered down the pure juice, it would be even less sugar per serving, and it would be less bitter. I can't believe you guys fell for Vito's food math.
All right, well, next time, look, again, I was sick. I wanted to flush out my system, and then cranberry juice. Whatever. Yeah. Cranberry juice helps, and yeah, sure. Next time I'll get the straight cranberry juice, and I'll water it down. God forbid it. No, okay? God forbid it have a tiny bit of sugar to make it tolerable. Have you had straight cranberry juice? It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's the most bitter fucking shit in the world.
It's just juice. It doesn't taste like sugar. It's fine.
It's kind of sugary.
Mystic Marbles says, Riley, I used to hate you, but you are all right. Aaron Harver says, although I wasn't there, I for one appreciate that at least one of y'all went out of your way to have some merch. Vito once again carrying the group project. Who would have guessed?
Thank you.
Eric.
I like okay, here's the thing. I like merch.
I know.
I love tchotchkes. Whenever I go to like a concert or whatever else.
Yeah.
I run to that merch table, and I buy whatever I can get. It's like a little souvenir.
Yeah.
We still have some of the flags Riley made. We got to put those on the website.
They're 18 inches long, so I don't know how to ship them. Like
just wrap it up and put it in a bag.
A bag that's 18 inches long. The plastic part is the long part. I was going to bring one down here.
We can rip off the plastic part and just send
then
the
you
flag.
Can't stick it in the car window.
Nobody's going to ride around with that on their car.
Vito! I forgot to do the winner. I usually do that first.
Okay,
right?
I don't know.
The restaurant's skimping on the meat.
Oh, hey, look, I won. Even though everyone in the audience was negging me and calling me a piece of shit, at the end of the day, they're like, well, he is right about that.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people, man, why is it that I report the accurate calorie counts from the website and everyone's got to tell me, well, the website's lying? It's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm using the nutrition facts that the USDA or whatever, the FDA have provided me.
Which one do you want to be, USDA or FDA? I think you're looking more like USDA.
Regardless. Yeah, okay, if I go to the website and it says 150 calories, what multiplier do I have to use to assume that they're lying to me?
Just look at yourself. No,
just look at yourself.
It's fast food. It's bad.
Yeah, but
you got to grill chicken at home or something. Steam some hams. You can't be getting, if you put goo on, anything that tastes good is bad, especially if it's from fast food.
I understand.
I don't think you do.
I think beef and broccoli is a completely reasonable.
Right.
It's beef and broccoli with like a little bit of some
Rice.
sauce. I already said I know the rice is the problem. That's why I eat like half the rice.
Okay. So it's even less than 150 calories then.
No,
maybe.
because they don't include the rice in the calculation. So it's
how much is
150
the rice?
plus whatever. I don't know, whatever rice is.
Why do you know the 150 and you didn't look up the rice?
Because I know rice is bad, so it's like.
You didn't look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Okay, I'll look up what a cup
That's how
of
people
rice
get into
is.
debt. They're like, I know I'm in debt, so I'm not going to look at my bank statement.
I do little things. I throw out, like the top bun of the burger. I throw out half the rice. You
get like a half diet, half
I've been getting
Coke.
half diet. No, I get all.
Put a little
diet.
bit more Coke in there,
Little
though.
more Coke,
Take
little
2 of the
more.
nuggets and throw them away.
Take 2 nuggets, throw them out. I want a junior bacon cheese. A junior. I get the lettuce wrap at the
Wrapped
the
in
In-N-Out.
what?
The In-N-Out burger.
Oh, okay.
Wrapped in lettuce.
How many fries do you get?
Yeah, I got to stop getting the fries.
Is
I
it
get one
or-
thing of fries.
One thing of fries.
Thing of
Okay,
fries.
okay. Retail employees who want to be your friend. Yeah. The government shut down cock teas. They kept that one going. We got 24 hours of living in. I wish they would
Living
give
in
us
bliss.
just another hour.
How'd you spend that 24 hours?
Being totally at peace.
Totally at peace.
Like a Zen, like a Buddhist monk.
Oh my God. We need the government.
And not any biggest problem merch.
Yeah, you spelled that one wrong.
I did?
Oh, it says not biggest problem merch.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
no
it's-
biggest problem.
yeah.
Well, I got it up there at least.
That's true.
Air Joe said Eric July would never have gone on Rakita's show if he wasn't delusional. Vote up the Dunning-Kruger effect. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah. Wait. Well, Eric going on Rakita?
And then I went on and
we did a whole show about that.
Oh, yeah. Then Nick deleted that.
Well, Nick deleted the one you went on because he went, he was drunk and went crazy, I guess.
Once again, I suffer.
Yeah, I don't know. Rakita shouldn't have walked it back. Because everything he was saying was true. He's like, Eric July is a liar and an idiot, and he's fucking up, and he should stop making everybody else
puts people
the
on
problem.
a friend list.
Yeah. But then he got contacted by people on the friend list. They're like, well, "You're not invited to the birthday party."
I don't know about that. I don't want to.
My assumption is he got uninvited to the birthday party. And he said, "But I like the birthday party.
It's more fun.
It's more fun over there."
Let's see here.
Either way, Nick Rakita does not need to be involved. Nobody needs to be involved in our beef. They just see a crazy man being insane, and they go, "I don't understand why everybody's on."
Dude, let me on. Just let me explain myself. No, don't do that. Well, you see.
We got to get a lot more people are. Well, let's put it this way. I'm happy other people are finally taking the ball and going, some of what he's doing is shady. Why don't I look into some of this?
How about the puppets? Do you see that? The rip-off
puppets
verse?
are great.
They're amazing.
What's the deal with Rip-A-Verse Goalpost? Isn't allowed to comment on us anymore or something?
I have a sound effect for that. Hold on. Yeah, I put new sound effects on.
Ooh.
What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Yeah, how about that?
Aww. I love when Rip-A-Verse Goalpost would make little videos about how great we are and all the funny jokes we make.
Yeah. It's too loud. Let me turn it down.
He's going to be he's too addicted to us to quit the Rip-A-Verse Goalpost Twitter account. He's going to go, I can't. Yeah, come on. We're the fun.
Come on, honey.
See, that's the worst part that's the worst part.
There we go.
Is everybody can admit we're having fun. You're having fun. The whole reason you're on the internet is you're like, all I want is a constant stream of stupid drama.
Yeah, people shouting at each other like wrestling.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It's fun.
Just trying to replicate that without... See, wrestling limits people because you have to be in shape to do it.
Right.
What if we took wrestling, but anybody, even people who were not in shape, could do it? It would be better. And those people would rise to the top, right?
Sounds more epic when you yell about this over taps.
All right.
We had a great
Noel's
live.
getting pretty silly.
I'm not talking about Noel anymore.
Why?
Because he's fucking nuts.
You destroyed him.
Did I? I don't even...
He made a thread thinking he would bury you because of the power of his celebrity gossip forum. And it did fuck all.
Nah, yeah, it was actually almost helpful. The people are like, "Oh, Vito tried to call a cop. That's kind of cool."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about him? I have a bunch of clips from him, too.
Yeah, go. I mean,
no, we can do it later at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
And then last one I have, Mr. Burns' Revenge is the right-wing drama crew are the biggest low-T, neck-bearded fucks out there. Thank God for this show. Dick proving everything he said about Eric months ago to be true. God bless. Yes, I did. Well, you're the big winner.
I am the big winner.
You want to go first?
True. Yeah, sure. Dick, it's October. We all know what that means. I got to do my taxes.
Halloween? I just finished my taxes.
Yeah, I'm doing them this week. I have to get my old tax return. Yeah. Anyway, that's not interesting. But what is interesting is everyone's favorite holiday, Halloween.
Okay.
When everybody dresses up,
like
has
a whore.
Fun. Yeah, like a whore or like a spooky demon.
Okay.
Or perhaps like the devil himself.
Like a pumpkin.
And that's what horrifies a group of people I am calling the Holoweenies. I saw this tweet come. Shut up. Let me have fun names for my problems. I saw this tweet from Dr. Mockleth. This is one of these big-time Christian Twitter guys, telling you how to live your life, telling you how to live a good Christian lifestyle.
Yeah, right.
And he says, no to Halloween. Since it is October, let me say this again with love and grace. I used to think it was okay for Christians to take part in Halloween. I no longer believe that to be true. Christians need to realize the innocence of the fun it offers is only a backdoor to normalize the demonic.
Yeah.
Kids who participate innocently in Halloween will often start watching kid-friendly, scary movies.
Yeah.
And eventually horror movies.
Oh, that's bad?
Full of...
Actually, I agree with that. I 100% agree with this guy.
Yeah.
Horror movies are satanic.
And then
they
they
gotta stop.
Might eventually become a big, dumpy loser and start a YouTube channel devoted to hacking movies or whatever that is. These movies are full of evil, porn, and more.
You're going to come at Tony. You better be more high energy than this, Vito.
I'm not.
I got to warn you.
Me and Tony have a good back and forth.
Because you're Italians?
Yeah, because we're Italians.
And you just let Italians let each other do whatever they want.
You made the pizza wrong. He goes, you didn't put in a mozzarella. Demons come into their lives that way. That's how demons get into your life, through the slow advent of kid-friendly, spooky movies.
Yeah.
Like what? What's that famous one with the witches? Hocus Pocus.
Oh.
So first your kid watches Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Then I guess they watch what? Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
The Exorcist. The Exorcist is an anti-demon movie.
It's just kind of boring, though. Like, horror movies are so, like, just
I've never felt demons enter into me. He says, here's what you should do on Halloween. Pray and fast. At minimum, do not let little Johnny or Susie, he spelled both of those wrong, dress like a witch, a devil, or a murderer.
What should you dress like? Jesus?
I saw some suggestions for ways you can safely celebrate Halloween. We'll get to that. The point is...
You really hate Christians, don't you? You're just seething at them around the clock.
Well, I'm obviously mad because I've rejected the Lord Jesus Christ, and that fills me with hatred, doesn't it?
Yeah. It will do that.
It's not just... but some Christians celebrate Halloween, So it's not Christians. It's this specific group... of hand-wringing, fun-hating morons that since the dawn of fucking Puritanism have just been like, are you guys having fun? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, ugh, God's not going to like that.
Didn't they invent, like, demons and shit, though? Wasn't it their whole thing? Like, man, every day, if you guys aren't afraid of demons and shit, you are. Yeah. You better do this because of the demons. And Halloween's like, hey, well, let's not feel bad about demons for the day. No. Everybody no. No.
Yeah. Well, all of it obviously comes back to the fact that when the Christians were
retarded.
And the Catholics and whatever, when they were forcibly converting everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, all right, look, I'll follow your faith, but, I was a pagan and we had some pretty cool, fun times. We used to, the origin of the Halloween can be traced back to the Celtic festival of Samhain, a tradition held at the end of summer when sacrifices were made to the gods.
Man,
Druid tradition.
You're making me hate women so much. I fucking hate this part of Halloween. I'm like,
How it's a
dress like a
pagan.
whore. We're partying, drinking, and doing drugs, and then shut the fuck up. I don't want to go to a hayride.
No.
I don't want to go to a haunted house. I don't want to go to Not Scary Farm. I don't want to hear about Sam Hain. I don't want to see any gothic shit, any other front or back of it.
You don't want to meet Sam Hain, the god of death, who scatters evil spirits throughout the world to attack humans. But to escape the attack, humans would assume disguises to make themselves appear as evil spirits.
Is that true, though?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
all
but
this
why do you
shit.
hate this? Like, you're just reading a Wikipedia. What is your problem with this guy?
My problem
Why is it
with
a
this
problem?
guy and all these other guys is that, again, it seems like the purpose of the crazoid religious people is to take anything that's like the slightest amount of fun and try to make people feel bad about it.
Like yoga?
Yeah, like anything. Yeah,
Like
yoga's
anime.
satanic, Pokemon satanic, Harry Potter satanic. I know we're doing Satanic Panic again. But
Yeah,
this is
I know.
Halloween,
It's-
but this is Halloween specific.
Halloween specifically?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be fun, though?
Wouldn't it be fun if what? Satan
Get
was
like
real?
a new download. Yeah, get a new download of like why you can't go to any Halloween parties. Not because you're tired, not because you're a
'Cause of
loser.
Satan.
It's because of Satan. Okay, actually, you want to go out tonight? Fucking Satan is all over the place tonight.
Well,
We can only go out to dinner one night a week. Otherwise, Satan wins.
I just don't know why Christians have to make everything. Not only that, but it would be one thing if you're like, listen, for my religious morals, I'm going to abstain. But they can't do that because they still want to be the center of attention. So they have to come up with weird Christian twists on like, well, maybe I can subvert the holiday. Like in the 70s, they had the hell houses, and they still do this now, where it's like a haunted house, but it's all about, what's going to happen when you die? Did you live a moral life, or did you do drugs and engage in homosexuality? And it's like, why don't you just take the night off? Why did you have to do all this? I saw a suggestion from
At my grandpa's funeral, the priest started talking about hell, and I was like, what the fuck? And I wanted to...
Specifically in relation to your grandfather?
Just
for
death
everybody?
in general. He threw it in. He's like, this is a good reason to think about if you're going to hell or not. I was like, I got that thing in my brain. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like... Somebody should say something, right? This is like a wedding, right? At any time, you could interrupt a funeral of your family and go like, hey, what the fuck was that shit about you just said about hell?
How we're all going to burn forever? And
then afterwards, we were at the wake. Like, can you believe that motherfucker? And my grandma goes, oh, yeah, your grandpa fucking hated that priest. It's like, oh, that motherfucker.
Did I tell you the priest for my father's funeral? First of all, he showed up like 20 minutes late.
Cool.
And like... That would have been.
Were you guys grieving on the clock?
Well, it would have been fine, but like they started playing like the music, like the "Here Comes the Priest" music, like the fucking organ or
like
whatever.
Like the Oscars, yeah.
And then it went on for like 20 minutes, and we're all just sitting there. Like before that, we were all like chatting or whatever. We're all just sitting there. And we're like, well, I don't want to talk. So we're all just looking around like,
I can't start a new conversation because the priest's gonna get here. I don't want to get interrupted in the middle of the story, so I'm giving you my B game, right?
Right, exactly.
Just getting chatter. Yeah.
So then he came in, and then he gave a speech, and I'm like, and I realized all these priests just phone it in. First of all, he had the worst excuse ever. He's like, there was, a war veteran died, so I got caught up doing that. I'm like, is that your go-to excuse? That he was doing a prior funeral?
A retarded kid's funeral went a little long because he was so retarded.
So you can't call shit. You're like, well, I guess if it was a war veteran or whatever.
A trans woman was murdered. I was at that. He's got to mix up the excuse depending on the crowd.
And for some reason, have you ever seen the movie Meet Joe Black?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't. What's it about? Brad Pitt's the devil?
Oh, I was thinking of Meet Joe Dirt.
No, it wasn't that.
I haven't seen Meet Joe Black.
I haven't either, but the priest gave us the entire plot summary of the movie for like 30 minutes, and I'm like,
what?
Yeah. And he's like,
that's the homily he's reusing?
I'm like,
that's what I really. What if that's a great fucking homily? There's a bunch of old idiots in the thing, right?
Yeah. So he's like, I think a lot of the movie Meet Joe Black, and I'm like,
imagine
the
the speeches they're gonna give when we're like 70 and the priests are like 40. They're gonna be like, wow.
I think about the first time
ago,
I completed the Halo 3 video game and
on
stormed
Bitcoin.
the spire. Yeah, exactly.
And it really makes me think.
I guess
he was straight up capping for real. No
I feel like I
cap.
need to see this movie that the priest used to summarize my dead dad's life. And
so if you're a priest, you can get one speech for a funeral and just use it forever.
Yeah, but what if you get somebody who's been to multiple funerals and they've seen you at all, and he's like, I know he's reusing that.
Whew. I didn't think about that.
You got to get a guest list.
That's why I'm not a priest.
You got to get a guest list so you can be like, I can reuse this
child
one.
molesting. That's why also.
I did do a Bible reading at the funeral.
Why?
And I don't know, because my uncle didn't want to do it because my uncle's like super like, oh fuck God or whatever else.
And you're more like, you know.
Well, I'm like, yeah, fuck God, but like I'll read the Bible. Like, so I went up there and I was like, and with his sword of fury, the archangel Michael delivered upon them.
Yeah,
I really oversold it. Funerals, huh? Okay. Oh, we got a little hiccup. Yeah. You got to hit anything? There we go.
That should be back. Yeah.
I saw one suggestion. If you're worried about, demons. Why not give out glow sticks with your favorite Bible verse about God's love attached to them? You can sit in your driveway and hand out these glow sticks and meet more people in your neighborhood.
Why not fist fight everybody? Christians should do that. Just sit in the driveway in like a wife beater and suspenders with a waxed mustache going, I'm going to fight any atheist. Step right up. I'll fucking fight you right here. I'm not giving you... you think you want some candy? Fat boy? Huh? Get over here, you little fucker.
Be gone, demon. Yeah, why not just spray people with the hose if they get too close to you?
And then the kid that finally KOs him, he could go through like probably... An adult man could probably fight in a row. Probably 70 kids.
Yeah.
But over time, wearing away at him, one kid's just going to, right? And then an 11-year-old.
That should be all Halloween houses, is that, you fight off the kids until you eventually have no stamina left, and you go, all right, my candy is yours.
It's yours. I've been vanquished.
I've finally been vanquished. Here's the one thing I'll say Christians did nail for Halloween in general is the chick tracts. I'm okay with those. If you want to give kids cool little comics about people burning forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Even though that's pretty fucked up and you're probably going to piss off some parents, those comics are awesome.
Yeah, but the one comics were like, he hated them because they spoke the truth.
Yeah, exactly. There's great memes in those fucking comics.
It's great.
Point is, Christians, why not just enjoy a holiday instead of constantly feeling like if you're not surrounded in some sort of weird guilt?
Yeah, I mean, but this is a pretty small amount of Christians, right? Like, you're just finding a couple Christians who are whack jobs and picking on them.
No, Dick, this is the biggest problem in the universe.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, and they're destroying our way of life.
Okay. Fucking
Holoweenies.
Mr. Methadone over there.
Which was also a great episode of The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Were you a fan of that show?
Loved it.
I love that show.
I think one of the Pete's blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, I remember you posted that because I said one of my greatest hopes is that someday I can meet Michael Morona or Danny Tamborelli and tell them how much I loved that show. And then you said, that motherfucker blocked me. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're an asshole. You didn't understand the glory of the show the way I did.
Pete and Pete? What would you say if you met, like, why do you want to meet him?
I don't know. I'd have him sign something.
Yeah, I liked your show. Okay.
It would just feel like the culminate. Like, that show had a deep impact on me in my childhood. It would feel like...
Why?
Because
it's a funny show.
No, it's like more than a funny show. It's like a deep, sentimental show.
It's just two brothers. Guy's got a fucking tattoo on his arm.
It is the perfect...
Already acting like Artie's retarded.
Adolescent show to which none have matched. I've been meaning to make a video for the longest time about how Harry Potter destroyed a generation.
Okay.
And why Pete and Pete is the perfect counterpoint to Harry Potter.
Okay.
Because Harry Potter is all about abandoning humanity.
Yes.
It's about discovering that you're not... First of all, he's not human, Harry Potter. He's a wizard.
Yeah.
They're specifically a different race.
Yeah.
So it's not like...
Well, okay.
Well, they're like basically like, no, you're a
wizard.
wizard.
The bad guys consider them a different race.
The bad guys consider humans a different race?
Yeah.
Harry Potter at no point establishes, like, I love humanity. He goes, I'm a wizard.
They're bad guys. I mean, they're just like...
That's a bad moral.
Humans are bad.
No, that's not a good moral for children.
What do you mean?
The Harry Potter fantasy is that you will one day receive a letter that informs you that you are a member of...
You don't have to do any of this shit anymore.
You're a member of a higher caste.
Yeah.
That everyone around you is lesser than you.
Yeah.
And you have contained some secret magic... Juice that allows you to be whisked away and abandon humanity and to work for the betterment only of your own caste.
Right.
You are not existing to save humanity. No, it's not.
It's about liberals. If you let them, they'll destroy you and eviscerate you in front of your family. And your family might actually be them.
Harry Potter.
Turn on them.
It is the fantasy of learning that you're an alien, that you do not belong to humanity, and that you can just abandon it and go on adventures.
What's Star Wars?
Star Wars is about a human.
Oh, really?
He helps other humans. He doesn't. Jedi are not considered. Jedi are still.
I'm just wondering what's the difference is.
The difference is that he works for the betterment of the entire galaxy, not just.
So
the
everybody's
Jedi.
going off to fight. He goes to Yoda for what reason? Just like hang out
to save the galaxy from a giant fucking empire. He's helping.
Everybody lost while he was away helping Yoda.
It's not about.
Guy gets frozen in fucking carbonite.
If Star Wars was like Harry Potter, he would have gone to a separate Jedi world and only worked to help other Jedi, right? That would be the comparison.
Well, what did he do in the end?
He helped
just helped
everybody.
His dad.
Okay, but he also wanted to destroy the Empire. He wanted to, fight for the rebellion. Yes, he might have had his own personal vendettas, but it was for the greater good.
Like it.
Okay, it's different.
Okay, here's my problem. Mosquitoes. I'm about 2 mosquito bites away from losing it.
Why do you got so many mosquitoes?
All of LA does. Don't say it's about me. All of LA.
I haven't been getting any mosquitoes.
When do you go outside?
Oh, that's a good
Name
point.
2 outsides.
Why are you going outside? You walk the dog? Name 2 outsides.
2. I looked today. I Googled mosquito netting by the foot because I wanted
to put it around the whole house.
I was going to put it around the entire balcony.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, what is that? 20 feet by 20 feet by 40 feet.
Yeah.
20 feet. Like, is this
reasonable?
Is this the only thing I can do?
It's not a bad idea. Don't they have those little, what do you call it? Don't they have like the lanterns or something that they go to?
That shit doesn't, none of that shit works. That's number 2, the worst thing about mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You say you have mosquitoes, it's dumb fucks responding, hey, what about this mosquito spray? What about this cup of liquid? It's not... If cups of liquid could solve this, there would be no more mosquitoes. Don't fuck with me.
Well, they do
Don't
hate
fuck
cups
with
of
me
liquid.
on Hey, Dick, just grab one of these CO2 traps.
How many
it's
cups of liquid did you
$400. No
put
big
out?
deal. I put every liquid I have outside. Every single liquid.
Have you tried cranberry cocktail?
No, I haven't tried cranberry cocktail. If I get 2 fucking... Number 3 problem with mosquitoes. Wife won't shut the fuck up about them. I'm like, I know. I'm out here getting bit too. I don't need a play-by-play of you getting bit because it feels like I'm failing to protect you from mosquitoes, even though no one on Earth has figured out this fucking problem. Specifically, the smartest and richest person on Earth, Bill Gates, who promised us in 2016 that he had cracked the mosquito problem.
Well, he did a pretty good job.
He did not a fuck all of a job. He did nothing.
He made them less, didn't he make it so they transmit less diseases?
He didn't do shit. He released a bunch of genetically engineered sterile mosquitoes. Didn't do a goddamn thing. He got all this attention. 2016, Bill Gates has fucking stopped malaria. He's got a bunch of sterilized mosquitoes that he's releasing into Africa.
You don't have malaria.
Not a fucking thing.
You don't got malaria.
We will be getting it soon. These fucking mosquitoes.
He's literally itching
they're in every crevice. I'll put a pillow down and they go, brrr, and then they're gone. I'm like,
where'd they go?
Where'd they go?
I think you got to get the little lanterns that they go to, and
you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. How high do your socks go up?
Other country, I don't wear socks too often. I don't have socks on.
Okay.
What do you call it? I mean, other nations have had mosquitoes, and they just get the nets.
What? Africa does not go get the nets.
I've seen it. They have
AIDS. They have bigger problems to worry about. They're not down to mosquitoes yet.
Yeah, but those I see those kids in Ghana. They don't look like they're bit up.
We have whole mosquito suits. Full-on net suits. Those motherfuckers will still find a way to stick their wiggly penises through the nets.
Well,
skunk you.
You got to get the good bug spray.
Yeah, I want to go around coating myself in bug spray to go outside. We've lost dominion of nature. People don't understand that because China, we had dominion of nature until China shipped us a bunch of goofy, tiny, ankle-biting mosquitoes that are now all over the place. And they're worse than the mosquitoes in the South. So if you're from the South, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Our mosquitoes are worse because they're from China and they're tiny. You can't see them. I know what big mosquitoes are.
Those you can
These
deal
are
with
tiny.
easier.
Yeah.
Did they come from China?
Yes, they came on a shipping container. I've been tracking these fuckers for years.
Okay.
Thinking that someone would stop it, and now I'm realizing that no one's going to fucking stop it. No one cares.
Well, invasive species are, they're a problem to deal with.
2.7 million deaths every year.
What country is that
deal.
in? That's not in America.
Could be.
Again,
I don't know. I didn't write that part
Bill
down.
Gates is saving us.
500 million cases of diseases.
How are you mad at Bill Gates if he tried? At least he tried.
Because he fucked up. No, if you
He
try
didn't
and you
make it
fuck up,
worse.
maybe he probably did.
You don't know that.
Yes, because he stopped other people from working on it because they're like, oh, well, Bill Gates has it.
Everybody always uses Bill Gates as like this easy scapegoat. Oh, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
Yes, Bill Gates. Yeah.
He
You got a problem with that?
He stopped malaria.
No, he didn't. He didn't
Pretty
do
sure he
shit.
did.
No, he tried a bunch of goofy horse shit and caused a bunch of malaria with
And
his
then everybody
malaria
gets
cure.
mad because he made that water purification device that can get water out of shit. And everybody's all mad. And they're like, I don't want to drink shit water. And it's like, well, it's not for you, idiot. It's for fucking like,
Does it work?
yeah. Well,
Would you drink some of Bill Gates' shit water?
I would drink some of Bill. If I was in the middle of the fucking jungle and there's
It
nowhere
doesn't
else
have any
to get
sugar
water,
on it. Are you sure?
Well, I'd have to mix it with some tasty tasties.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is a great guy. I'd take his microchip anytime. He sent out
Yeah.
that 5G alert, and I felt refreshed.
Oh, you liked that? The
Yeah.
5G thing?
The thing that bathed my body in soothing 5G rays.
Did it make you annoyed that the government is making your stuff do stuff?
No, I felt safe and
Yeah.
protected.
If you work at night and you come home from a long day and go to sleep, and then your phone starts screaming like there's a fucking nuclear bomb going off.
Did you
That's
hear
cool.
a bunch of Amish got in trouble because they all have like secret cell phones because they're not supposed to have technology?
Yeah.
So they're all hanging out in Amish town, and all of a sudden their pockets go, and they're like,
That was God doing that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
The government having that thing? What do you
Hey,
think about Biden putting the wall back up? You think that's funny?
I mean, I always felt like the Democrats are taking the hugest L on all this fucking
really?
immigration shit, as I always said they would. You said that. Did you see the
You
video?
think the Democrats are the one taking the L?
well,
Not normal people
well.
who don't want you to vote ever?
Did you see the video of the New York? What's her name, lady? She's not mayor, but she's something. But she was like 3 years ago. She's like, the thing about the Statue of Liberty is it says, send us your teeming masses, and we want immigrants to know you're welcome in New York. And then it's like cut to 3 years later, and she's like, we got no room for these fuckers. Send them back. We've made a horrible mistake. And I'm like, yeah, well, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
There's a lot of those motherfuckers. At least they got that fun tunnel to crawl through.
I was wrong on that. They
You
were
were
having fun.
dead wrong. They had a
were
big
having
grin
fun.
on their face.
Yeah.
Your people love challenge. You
We
love
do.
the
We do
adversity.
love-
Yeah.
We love obstacle courses.
Do a lot of like Mexicans do they talk about the struggle of coming to America or whatever?
Mine.
Their comp.
Yeah. Do they talk about the struggle of coming to America?
Yeah, they go, and when I came over, I had to jump over 3 tires in succession.
Oh,
and then I had to.
No, what Mexicans talk about is seeing ghosts and aliens.
That's pretty
Only.
good.
If you can you find a Mexican who crossed the border illegally and say like, well, tell me what that was like. And they'll be like, remind me of this time that I was in Mexico and there was a ghost train. And it would go by my abuela's house
night,
every night
yeah.
at exactly 3. And it would go, whoo. And we knew it was a ghost
It was
train.
a ghost train.
Not a regular train because it would give us the chills.
It's spookies.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say spook anymore, they said.
Who said that?
Some lady on Twitter was like, listen, you can't, it's Halloween, but you can't say spooky.
Can't say spooky?
Because that's a
Why?
racial slur.
Which race?
You don't know the term spook?
No.
It's an antiquated racist term. You know it. It's an antiquated racist term for
Spooky?
black people.
So you can't say like, wow, this neighborhood's a little spooky.
I think the worst part is she said that you can't say it. I'm like, well, don't say that because now everyone's going to say that. They're going to be posting those videos of shopliftings and they're going to go, wow, this is one
Ooh.
spooky shoplifting video.
I think this Target's haunted.
Yeah, don't even put the idea in people's minds because now I want to say it. Gonna go, wow,
You can say it.
That was one spooky video that you guys posted.
Wow.
That guy who got stabbed. That guy who got stabbed.
Ooh.
He must have been really. He really got spooked. Put a happy Halloween fucking
Happy
gif
Halloween!
over that video. Yeah.
What do you think about that guy?
I've seen your tweets. I mean, I don't
He attacked him. That white guy, Carson.
Shut
He
up.
attacked that black
He did not
teenager.
attack
Yes,
him.
he did. He followed him and put his hands on him. Probably, and we don't hear what he said.
Yeah.
He's out of the camera recording. I think he called him the N-word, and then tried to touch him.
I'm gonna dispute.
And then
those
he
series of
tripped over a
events.
bench for some reason to be
I couldn't believe
to
he
be
said it.
anti-Semitic.
Was that the Dick Van Dyke Show music or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, I did laugh at that. It falls over. Oh my god! Look, I think if
He deserved it though, right? You can say that.
I don't think he deserved to be stabbed to death. I don't believe
Calling guys
that.
the N-word, fucking slapping
You
their
have
tits
no
around.
evidence that he called anyone the N-word.
Why else would that guy freak out like that?
Stop it.
Have you ever seen?
Stop it.
You're saying he freaked out for no reason?
No,
that doesn't make
I
any
don't-
sense,
Look,
Vito.
maybe he was having some sort of mental issue.
Health crisis.
Clearly, health crisis. I think the moral of the story is if you see a young gentleman.
Scott, should I get Scott Adams out for this?
No. Scott, God damn it. If you see a young individual, he's clearly angry and.
Oh,
God damn it,
yes.
Scott. He's attacking things on the street. Maybe just cross.
Maybe just stay on the bench, huh?
Yeah, maybe just cross the street. Get away from that individual.
streets.
Okay. Scott, look, I know you think all
What
these...
did I say, Vito?
I know what you said.
did I
Oh, I know
say?
what you said, Scott. All right? You shouldn't have said it. It's still wrong that you said
And then
it.
the girlfriend couldn't even identify him in a lineup, and people are acting like that's not impossible. I couldn't either.
Oh, my God. Could you just make Dilbert? Do you really need to comment on these social situations? Anyway, I don't think that guy deserved to die. It's a tragic situation.
Not deserved to die, but he deserved what happened to him.
Which is death.
Well, let's not.
Not the, okay, you're saying the finality of the act.
Was it the funniest thing that happened that day?
It's not.
Do you think
It's
that?
not funny. It's terrible. We got a big problem in this country. You see the guy? He was crying, being led. Okay, what?
We sure do, Vito.
Yeah, I know,
We
Scott.
sure do. We sure do have a big problem. How would you define the problem?
I don't know how to define the problem without getting canceled, but we got a problem. It's a culture problem, you know.
Oh,
The economically disadvantaged, feel trapped.
Would you have attacked that? Would you have attacked that black teenager in the way that Ryan Carson did, or what was his name? Carson something.
He did
Carson
not
Daly.
attack him. Carson Daly.
He pursued him down the sidewalk. Guy was minding his own business.
Yeah.
He pursued him. Whispered something, maybe propositioning him for homosexual encounter or calling him the N-word. We don't know.
No.
And then he tried to slap him in his face.
I will say after that video and the Star Wars girl fight video, I think that people need to learn a lesson about going to an angry individual and going, "Hey man, just be cool.
Hey, bro.
Hey bro." Yeah, the white guy need to hit people with a "Hey bro, it's cool." Don't do that.
What would
It's
you
not
do
necessary.
in that situation?
Run.
You'd run?
I
Or
would briskly
walk briskly?
walk.
Okay,
Walk
that's what I
briskly.
thought. That's what I thought.
Well, run and that means the predator gives chase.
I would start screaming, "I'm gay," so that he wouldn't follow.
I'd
you
help
know?
him beat up the bikes or the scooters. I'd be like, "Yeah, I fucking hate these things too,
I would
man."
knock my girlfriend out. I was like, "You're right." Wham! And knock her out and then run. Because if she's not running already, then she's worthless.
I'd say just cross the street. Don't interact with. There's a lot of schizophrenia. There's a lot of mental illness.
Oh.
I assume that guy was mentally crazy. You don't just randomly start stabbing people. He's probably.
It was
got-
an accident.
Okay.
What? You think he just instantly killed a guy? He was swinging wildly because that jackass.
Why do you have a knife?
Because white people are attacking him on the street.
Okay. He was protecting himself.
What are two white people getting up and chasing you at 4 a.m. doing?
You should be this man's lawyer.
I want to crowdfund a law defense for him because I think he's innocent.
Okay.
He was harassed by Antifa. I was harassed by Antifa.
You've really spun this situation.
Spun what? He's chased down, called him the N-word or whatever he said to him, hit him in his... assaulted him with his chest.
The N-word defense is very powerful.
And
we know this.
And then he runs and sillily trips over a bench. You don't know what. And then he could be enraged. You don't know what he's doing. So you have to slice at him or something. You have to just say, stay down. He forgot he had the knife in his hand. He accidentally sliced his jugular. I have knives in my hand. Look, what do I have in my hand right now? I don't even know. Oh, it's an air conditioning remote control.
Chat is a hashtag free Brian. Is that the name?
Is Brian the name of the black gentleman?
I don't.
The
I
black
assume
child.
So. The black
is
child.
Brian the name of the black child who's born in the ghetto?
Who deserves every
deserves
opportunity.
better. That bitch, that guy's girlfriend should send him a picture of her pussy.
I'm gonna be mad if she beats Super Killer with that GoFundMe. Be like, man, why didn't I just get a boyfriend?
I'm
and
this
get
close.
Stabbed?
I'm this close to doing a give, send, go. I might do it
for that guy.
Yes, for that poor man that was assaulted by that.
You gotta have permission to do that.
I can do whatever I want. I don't need permission from anyone. Least of all, no.
Well, I hope you fund a spirited defense.
Don't you think he was assaulted? Like at least?
Can you stop asking me that? No, I don't think he was assaulted. I think that he had a manic episode or whatever the fuck it was.
Carson did?
Yeah. No, the white guy. The black guy.
So let me ask you this. So let me present this to you. So you're walking, it's 4 a.m, right? You're walking down the street, hitting trash cans, minding your own business, hitting stuff, just having fun, right?
Sure.
You just came from Stomp, the musical. You're kind of getting jazzed up, and all of a sudden the
rhythm of the streets.
All of a sudden, this Antifa pair, you don't know if they're a man or woman, could be trans, gets up.
Why would that
you don't
matter?
Know. Get up. They stand up and they start coming after you.
Yeah.
They could both be, a guy and a trans guy. You don't know.
Okay.
What could they want at 4 a.m? What could they want? Because they could be raping you. This could be a rape.
A woman could rape you too. It doesn't have to be a trans.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Okay.
That's not as bad.
It's not as bad.
So they're chasing you, and you're like, whoa. And then the guy comes up to you, and he gets close and starts whispering you, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So you start smashing trash cans. Get away, right?
No,
and then he starts slapping you for no reason. You don't know what this bitch is gonna. She could be recording you. So you say, hey, you try to get away from me. And then he trips over a bench, which means he could be on PCP. He could be goofed. Because why would someone trip over a bench on purpose? He's obviously on drugs. Fentanyl, he could be high out of his mind. You don't know. So you start hitting him, say, stay down, just stay down.
I'll disagree with you to end this.
Just stop harassing me.
You're
stay
right.
down.
Absolutely.
And now he's dead.
Sure.
And that's your fault?
You're right. He acted 100% logically. Everyone should just stab people in case.
Now you're making it. This is a racist attack that you're doing.
It's not racist. It's a very spooky incident, and I'm glad that it's come to an end.
More racism.
It's not racist. It's
okay,
Halloween
what's your problem?
What was your problem?
Oh, is that
yours? Was mosquitoes, and then we ended up talking about
mosquitoes. That's my problem.
Okay, I have to do one more. Dick, here's my problem: is we as the modern man are deserving of distractions. Let's be clear. There's nothing left to live for. There's no new worlds to conquer. We're just spinning our wheels.
Were you there conquering those new worlds?
No, exactly.
Christopher Columbus over here.
Well, my ancestors did conquer worlds, and they tried to take that achievement away from us because we cut a couple slaves, limbs off. What are you gonna do?
Well, what are they for?
Columbus erasure voted up. Anyway, so you're always looking for something new to do, some new fun thing. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is there? It's like, oh, there's a new restaurant you got to try. We got a new way to eat fried chicken. It's hot. It's spicy now. We got a new video. This video game.
Spooky season. Yeah.
Here's what we all know we want, and I don't know why they're denying it. My problem is lack of sex tourism opportunities.
Okay.
Is
like
that
Thailand, like.
Or I think within America, each state should offer.
Like what kind of? Okay.
Like different. That's the thing is like your imagination should be running wild. It's like we know what do humans want? We want to sleep. Okay,
Murder.
we want to eat. We want to get off, right?
Okay.
There's been okay advancements in the realm of pornography. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A lot of advancement there.
Yeah,
Easily
all right.
accessible, fine. But for some reason, again, there's this weird, I don't want to say Christian, but just whatever, moral code.
Yeah.
People are really anti-sex work, I guess.
Anti-sex tourism.
We could take, if you're really anti, like, women providing this service, because, why do they have to sell their bodies? Even though it doesn't make any sense. You're like, it's free money to get your holes plowed. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Whenever someone's like, oh, man, these girls are being, like, really bullied into OnlyFans work, I'm like, if I could get, like, $100 a day to show my feet, I'd take that deal.
You're being offered $800 to stop drinking sugar.
Yeah, but that's harder than taking a picture of my feet.
Okay. Yeah.
There's some actual work there. I'm saying, like, we went to round one, which is a cool arcade experience.
It's an arcade experience.
Yeah, and I'm like,
sure.
oh, this is cool. There's a bunch of lights, and they got karaoke and arcade games or whatever. And it's like, how come there's not, like, one thing where it's like, yeah, you can play the arcade games, you can win tickets, you can do karaoke, bowling. And then there's a room over here with a machine that sucks your dick.
Right.
For, like, $2. And it's really good at it. And, like, you put your dick in the machine and, like, you can choose what, like, if you want a Japanese girl or, like...
Sucking your dick.
Yeah, sucking your dick.
Yeah.
And you just put tokens in and you do that. Like, why is that not a thing?
Well, you can jack off in the bathroom. Is that a thing?
No. I want new experiences. I want
it to be a team sport? What do you want exactly?
I want to be like, hey, we should go on vacation.
Okay.
Let's go to Minnesota. And it's like, well, why go to Minnesota? And it's like, because that's where, like, Tit Palace is. And it's
sold. I'm in. Oh, I didn't know there was there was Tit Palace
It's
involved.
an entire fun house with a bunch of women, and they're just, like, lined up.
Well, that's the Scores Cruise. Yeah, that kind of exists.
Well, you pay, like, a flat fee, and you go in, and you can just fondle their titties.
Tits?
Smack them around a little bit. Well, that would just be one of the, like, that's the idea, is there would be different.
Strip club, though.
Yeah, but the strip club you can't touch.
You can do whatever you want.
If you
What are they going to do? Kick you out?
Yes.
You paid $20 to be here. I don't know why people keep saying that preposterous lie.
I got yelled at in the strip club. They're like, hey.
Who yelled at you, though?
Big black lady.
A stripper.
Yeah, stripper.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, they don't own that place.
I think the strip club experience is lacking. It's like, because here's the problem with the
they're
strip
so
club.
fat. Yeah.
Well, that's part of it. And also, there's no, like, designated jerk-off area. Right? Because you're like, well, now I have a boner, but, like, why does the strip club not provide, like, little individual...
Because then you're not going to give them any more money.
I know, but that's fucked. It's like, why do I want to go to a place to get fucking blue balls? At some point, I'm like...
Why don't you guys just work on the one thing, then? Making prostitution legal. Like,
sure.
Why? All you got to do is make drugs legal, prostitution legal.
There should be
Stop
individual
doing economy
shower
stuff.
stalls that after you've had a good time with a stripper, you can go in $10
Jack yourself
to rent
off?
and jerk yourself
Like
off.
a truck stop?
And it's like but it's like a
Flying
super
J /
cleaning
Spearmint
thing
Rhino?
after you jerk off, like fucking infrared light zaps all the cum, so the next guy who comes in doesn't
I don't
have
even
to
need
deal
that. Just leave
with
the
your
cum there.
shit.
I don't
No,
care. I'll just
I don't
step
want the
over
cum
it. I
there.
don't give a shit.
I just think we have the technology. Or, like, why is there no virtual reality bordellos with the fucking Japanese sex robots and shit? Like, all we have is like, ooh, you got to try this new fusion sushi or whatever. It's like, I'm tired of that. Like, I want a new experience, and the only frontier left.
I mean, buddy, you're like the fucking definite. Your life is just basically Judge Dredd. Like, everything that you do and want in life is like the population of the comic Judge.
What do you want me to do?
Olympics,
Go on a hike?
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that.
I've
gone to the ocean, and I've looked at the ocean, and I get it. It's the ocean. Wouldn't it be better if after I look at the ocean,
machine.
I could go to
I need a jack off stall.
I should be able to look in the phone booth and be like, I want some crazy sex thing to happen. Okay,
So do it. Make it, and then people will come.
I think, honestly, I've thought about it. If I had the funds, I would make a virtual reality sex bordello with like simulated. Because you got to take the women out of the equation, because then everybody gets all.
I'm sold again.
Well, because everybody gets all like up in their fucking moral, like, oh, you can't do that. You're
can't
victimized.
abuse women.
Yeah, but if you have
They're
fucking,
retarded.
if you have robots or whatever, nobody would give a shit. And you
Put like a bunch of LEDs on their heads.
Yeah.
Here you go. Get in there, you dumb bitch. Check these guys off.
I think if you did that, everyone would pretend to have a problem with it. But then the second they went in there, and it's like, I can do it, have it say. And now with AI, you could have it. You could be like, I want it to like, do this and say this and look like
What, the
this
robot?
or whatever. Yeah, you can.
Wait,
have
do you know
project
do you know the
a face
waifu guy
it.
on Twitter? The waifu dev guy?
The guy who's making the NFTs.
No. I was trying
Or
to
is
get.
he trying to make a sex robot?
He made an AI waifu in VR. I keep meaning to have him on the show and like try his waifu thing out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
And you
people.
can program her by like pulling out personalities and plugging in like a mix so she acts differently.
There's people who are like right now charging, to have like an AI girlfriend, and it's like, I think it's like, I don't know, $50 a month or something. It's just like, she sends you a DM and she's like, hey, what's going on? Here's a picture of me, and then
you
AI,
have to pay for
a subscription to whatever.
I would like to pay for this one to stop DMing me.
I think it's for really lonely weirdos. I don't know.
If you want a woman talking to you on a text, you are.
See, I don't want that.
Weirdo.
I want a place I can go to. Like, I can go, you know what? Today, I'm going to take a day to myself. Like a spa day, but it's like a sex day. It's a whore day, yeah.
Well, yeah,
and I'm going to go, and there's going to be a blowjob machine.
Republicans ruined that.
They really did.
Women ruined that. Giving women the right to vote ruined everything.
It makes no sense that in America, where we have everything, and let's be real, anybody who's like, oh, morality, I'm like, we don't have any morality left, and every one of you trying to like beat it back into existence, shut the fuck up. It's not going to happen.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, basically. We're past the point of no return. I do want to live in the Judge Dredd future.
You would love it, because you never want to do anything bad.
Well, I wouldn't love it, but it would be better than what we have now.
Sorry, I used that word wrong. You're right.
If we're going down the path of the only thing left to do is endlessly consume.
Yeah, and jerk off.
And, eat like an idiot and pretend we're going to take care of our bodies. You know what? Let's just go full bore already.
Okay.
What am I going to do? Read a book and sail the ocean and hunt a whale? Like, it's not, the time is over.
Do you think that would be fun, hunting whales?
No, it probably sucked. It would probably...
It definitely sucks.
I think
you're working all day. Your hands are fucking worn down to nubs.
You're right. Eating hardtack and hunting whales is probably less fun than getting your dick sucked by a robot.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you need to get
my project started?
Yeah, your jerk-off
$10 billion.
Well, okay.
We could probably do it on a budget.
I don't want to tell you what to do.
The problem is going to be the red tape. Is like, you're going to have to pay off every politician in town. They're not going to let you open a VR.
What about in Vegas at the Bunny Ranch?
Yeah, you could maybe.
You could have like your own Bunny Ranch across the street.
The problem is
lower prices.
Yeah, because they're robots.
Come and go.
Yeah, but then those guys would get the government to outlaw you because the Bunny Ranch has power. Got to do it in Reno.
Okay.
The Bunny Ranch is not in Vegas, is it?
No, it's outside.
Is it what?
It's in Nevada.
That
Nevada. Shit's legal in Nevada, but not in Vegas.
And not in Reno. Well, wait. In Vegas, it is illegal.
Prostitution, yeah.
Prostitution's illegal. But right outside, anywhere else in Nevada, it's okay?
Legal.
Yeah.
But,
you got to go to Prim.
How far am I going to drive
for pussy?
To drop $600
Well, that's the other problem is the price is like absurd, right?
You can't rely on women for this shit, though, man, because only like the most busted... Like, it's so easy for women to just go fall backwards on a random guy's bed and want free money for the rest of their lives. They don't need to be industrious about it.
The prices
fuck every night.
The prices seem absurd for the
for women. Yeah, they've been absurd for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Is that your problem?
Lack of sex tourism opportunities.
Okay, and not the kind that's in like Thailand and.
No, I don't. Those are the bad ones. Well, not the. What do you call it? The lady boys seem fun. The of age lady boys.
Why do they seem fun?
I don't know. They just have a whole culture of, I'm going to be a big gay slut and fuck all these tourists for money. There was this guy who tried making a video about like how great it was to like fuck prostitutes in Thailand.
Yeah.
And but like he made the documentary like, yeah, it's great. You should come over here. Here's some interviews with prostitutes. But all the interviews were really sad and weird. And I'm like, bro, you're making this video wrong. They're like, yeah, you know, I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it to pay for my family and my whatever. And I'm like, don't put that in the video.
This isn't exciting me at all.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to Thailand anytime soon.
Okay, my last problem is Sober October. Look at me.
I haven't heard of that.
You haven't heard of it?
Is that a thing?
Sober October? Day 1 of Sober October. Oh, I haven't had a drink in 2 weeks. Look at me. I'm going to go the whole month. I'm going to get so much done. Oh, look at me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. I haven't had a drink in 15 years. Oh, I was so drunk. I was the biggest drunk of all. And now look at me now. My life is so fucking great.
Maybe people are just trying, you know, they're worried about how much liquor they're drinking.
Liquor. Yeah. Here's me waking up, seeing how long I can go without thinking about booze. But not in October, because I'm thinking about it as soon as I fucking wake up. Because some jackass is talking about how they're never going to drink again. Like, they're so fucking great.
Shouldn't some people abstain from alcohol?
No.
When you see Ethan Ralph's AAA chips, do you mock those?
I have a hard time hanging around with sober people. Like, I can't stop trying to test people. So
you're a negative influence on
anybody
sober-minded.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I'm not a big drinker. You know.
You feel bad about that?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
because we go to these like at the live show. I'm like, I don't know what to drink.
Yeah,
I'm not good at drinking.
You are.
Am I?
Yes, not doing it is the best way to do it.
I drink a little bit,
but not going online bragging about how I'm gonna go the whole month without, and then you have all these other kiss asses. Yeah, good for you. Oh, good job. Yeah, drinking's the worst. Yeah. You're all so fucking perfect.
What do they get out of it?
They get to talk about them. It's like write a book November, where everybody pretends to be a writer.
Yeah,
for all month, and then tells each other, oh, you have so many fucking interesting stories. Never mind that you'd never told one before, and that's not what's important about books is the story. It's how you tell it. You stupid cocksucker.
I always meant to do that in November. Write a novel.
What's it going to be about?
I got a science fiction book I've been kicking around for a while.
What is it about though? How science fiction-y is it? Is it about your jerk off restaurant?
It's about a guy who goes to a jerk off. It should be like a restaurant. There should be a menu. It's about a guy who gets sentenced to prison on a farming planet, and it's about space farmers who have to then become. It's good. It's like,
what are they farming in space?
Crops for the main planet. Yeah.
They farm crops on the planet and send them all the way to another planet.
Yeah, they got the technology.
How big is the fucking planet?
They got a whole farming plan, and they send it to the central.
They spend all that fuel to escape from the atmosphere and drag crops to another whole other planet.
One big ship, they probably have propulsion technology that's better than our own.
They know how to make food with that?
Do they know how to make food with what? The fuel?
With all this, fuel to get out of it.
You got to stretch your imagination a little bit.
What happens?
They have a bunch of little interpersonal things. The main character learns to love the land. He used to be a hotshot space pilot, but now he learns there's value in the soil. And shut the fuck up.
It sounds retarded.
It's not
this
retarded.
Is your story?
It's got heart. And then after they all form these,
like Nebraska is a planet.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a shitty farming colony.
All right. Is someone gonna blow it up or something?
Well,
this food planet.
George
Soros
on the ship is also, or on the planet is a ship graveyard for all the ships from the previous. Space war, right?
Okay, yeah.
So they have to, at one point they're like, oh, we can't possibly seed these fields in time for the harvest. So he teaches all the farmers how to crop dust using these old fighters, right? And then the aliens return.
Oh, there's aliens.
Yeah. So then the farmers, who have all been trained to crop dust in these pilots now, in these fighter planes, now have to learn how to be actual.
How come it's in another planet?
How come it's
not just on Earth?
Earth was taken over by the aliens thousands of years ago.
Planet?
Humanity's been on the run, escaped to a separate galaxy to get away from the alien menace known as the locusts. See the metaphor there because they're farmers.
Sounds horrible. Why did you want to make this
horrible? It's good.
What's good about it? It's like it seems like a sci-fi like Sunday afternoon.
It's like a young adult novel. Like all the farm. It's like this is a farm full of like teenagers and shit.
Oh, sexy teenagers.
I would assume some of them are sexy. Yeah. And they're all prisoners. They've all done something wrong. They all have their sins to atone for.
Like Holes? Is it just a ripoff of Holes?
It's basically a ripoff of Holes,
but with farms.
Well, it's like Holes, but there's no like it's like kind of they're like self-sufficient. It's like there's like a robot overseer who's basically like, well, if you do a bad job, you're gonna get reassigned to another farm. So like
on another planet?
No, like on this planet, just like
just gotta get
to
a crappier farm.
You have to do to like kind of It's like we're gonna break up the gang, So you should do a good job harvesting these crops.
Sounds worse than I saw.
It's not worse than I saw.
It sounds like dog shit. It's the way you're describing it.
Well, the main guy, he was like he was in the like training program for all the like government pilots or whatever, and then he uncovers kind of this conspiracy.
Okay,
strikes a superior officer, and then they go, well, that's a
you're banished
martial.
To the farm.
You're banished to the farm.
Okay.
And then and then he's like, at first he wants to escape from the farm planet, and then he goes, you know what?
Sounds just like Holes.
I'm going to stay on the farm planet. I'm going to work these fields. And there is value in the soil. There's value.
This is your dream to make this book?
It's not my dream.
You're going to write this book in a month?
It's a good sci-fi plot that I've had kicking around. I have part of it written already.
Could you write it on ChatGPT?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
I should send you my other book sometime.
You have another book?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Oh, that's a whole fucking thing.
Okay.
It's about you would like that one a little more. It's about teenagers trying to destroy the government.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Sober October, it causes relapses. Do you know what a relapse is?
Is that when you want to drink?
Yeah, it's when you start drinking again. The emotional relapse
again,
stage.
Are they trying to avoid calories, or they're trying to avoid being
just trying to get
alcoholics?
Attention.
Okay.
That's all they're trying to do.
Well, but
they
I'm
were trying to stop
like,
drinking. They would stop talking about drinking at the first thing they do when they wake up. I gotta get everybody is sober fucking October. Here I am. I'm not drinking at all. I'm not hungover at all. It's the most amazing day of my fucking life.
Is this how alcoholics, like, are they all secretly like, oh, I wish I could go a month without drinking to prove
I wish
something?
I could go a day without, yes.
Because, like, with the No Nut November, that one where you're not supposed to jerk off for a month?
Yeah, that's just people who don't have a
girlfriend. But that one, they at least have all these, like, little conspiracy theories about mental clarity and resetting your
Oh, yeah. Well, the conspiracy about liquor is not
something.
a conspiracy. It's definitely horrible.
It's just bad to be without liquor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacking off doesn't really do anything. It's fine.
I mean, I've been doing it for quite a while, and it feels good.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Exposure to triggers can cause a relapse. Did you know that?
What are triggers?
Stress. So anything could be a trigger.
This is things that
social
could
and
get
environmental
you to drink
clues.
again?
Yes. That's why Sober October's bad. It's making people drink.
Yeah.
Like me. Interpersonal problems that could trigger a relapse. Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Works in lack of social support. Oh man.
Wow.
Could you imagine having social support on anything?
I've never heard of the Sober October thing.
You've never
feel
heard
like
of
you're
it?
making this up.
No. Here,
is there like
look,
is there like a Reddit community I need to know about that talks
every
about this?
fucking year with this shit? Let me load it up.
Sober October.
Sober October. See? My name is already is fucking annoying. My name is Nikki, and I'm an alcoholic in recovery. Hey, bitch, keep it in AA. I don't want to fucking see. Nobody wants to see this shit all day.
I mean,
we got a whole fucking whole thing. Yeah,
Anonymous is
the anonymous
part.
is the most important part. It should be called Anonymous Alcoholics. On this sober October, I wonder if I said hello, how many would be kind enough not to judge me and say hello back, showing others struggling with alcohol. That is the stigma of alcoholism is reducing. Alcohol. I'm just trying to get up today, okay?
Everyone using the sober October hashtag, I just want to like post an image of people drinking with a
Yeah.
say, go drink.
Drink up.
Drink you
Go
pussy.
drink. Fuck your sobriety. Go drink. You're annoying. You were more
Sobriety is
fun
for
when you were
losers.
drinking. Have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
God, you annoying bitch.
Maybe I should take alcoholism seriously.
You don't have it in you to. You could never be an alcoholic.
See, you say that, but
No, I know.
It runs in the blood.
Look. Today makes 30 days. I haven't touched booze or drugs. Oh wow, dude. Good for you. Fucking good job.
I think
The
if I
longest
started
I've gone-
drinking all the time, I think I could become an alcoholic.
You'd
pretty
probably lose
quick.
weight.
Probably.
Oh, look at this bitch.
I thought about just taking up smoking.
Yeah.
Is there like a healthy smoking yet?
Like nicotine.
I guess you just
Nicotine
vape.
patch.
Use a vape.
Vape's more healthy.
It makes you not eat
gay, though.
right? The nicotine.
Yeah, actually,
It looks cool though.
smoking, not a vape.
Yeah, exactly. So how have they not
It's only a
figured?
cigarette.
Have they figured out if you smoke like a clove cigarette? Does that look like a regular cigarette? Have they made any
With
have
a
they
whore, yeah.
made any cigarette alternatives that look cool like regular cigarettes but don't have a bunch of tar in them?
Heroin.
No, that's that's not what I meant.
1 year of sobriety, pure gratitude. Sober October. Oh, you're so much better than me,
Yeah.
you bitch. Anyway, that's my problem.
See, I would just like to have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth all the time.
You could do that.
You ever see that the drummer from Cheap Trick?
No.
He was kind of like a fat guy, but he would wear like a businessman's like collared shirt. I think he wore suspenders.
Okay.
And he just had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. And you're like, that's the coolest fucking fat guy look there'll ever be.
Wait, what? Say his name again.
Just look up Cheap Trick drummer.
Cheap Trick
I think he was the drummer.
drummer.
And
This guy.
not that. You gotta find like an old picture of him. Yeah, look at that picture of him right there. Right,
This one?
That one.
He looks like a dick.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's the best. I gotta get glasses like that too.
You're gonna have to lose about 100
I know.
pounds.
That's what a fat guy
not-
used to look like. I
Yeah.
used to be a chubby guy. Now it's.
Fat guy.
Well, I'm just saying he's bigger than the other guys in the band. He's not fat, but he was like, bigger.
But you identify with this.
I identify.
You might as well
yeah.
have picked Brad Pitt or something. You don't look anything like this guy.
I could. I wouldn't have the hair, sadly.
Yeah.
I just saw him with the cigarette. Everybody looks cooler with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. Remember at the end of Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Who played Stance? Why do I always forget the Crystal
Dan
Skull?
Aykroyd.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd at the end of Ghostbusters. He's all covered in ghost goo. He lights up a cigarette. He's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. I'm like, man, that's just the coolest looking fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Just like a hard day's work.
What about a toothpick?
No, because that makes it look like you just finished eating like a cocktail sausage.
That's like black people's
fat
cigarette,
guy
though.
can't do. Fat
They had
guys
to do a
can't
toothpick.
Yeah, toothpick.
That's cool, too.
I want to come up. That's my business plan. Is a cigarette that looks like a cigarette.
Like a candy cigarette?
No, because no one. Yeah, I mean it could be. I guess if it burn, it's got to burn though. It's got to have fire. Fire is part of it.
Yeah.
Just take that. Why's it got to have tar in it? Can't you take the tar out?
Well, because it gets you high.
It's the tobacco you want.
All right. What are our problems? Sober October.
Yeah. Holoweenies.
Mosquitos.
Lack of sex tourism.
Lack of sex terms. Okay, go to biggestproblem.show to vote them up. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. I was wrong. You did not wake up the entire show.
I think we were all over the place on this show.
Not we. You are dead.
I think it's fun.
I have never-
It's fun when we meander. I like it.
Okay, let's see what people think.
We talked about
Let's
books.
do some voicemails.
We talked about.
Here you go.
I tell you what, Vinny, the way to lose weight is to go to a fucking restaurant and fucking want more and more bread. Great job. Why didn't you I'm surprised the waiter didn't fucking look at you and say, oh, I should bring a whole fucking loaf for this fat
I like
fuck.
bread.
Good luck with that.
I'm mad we didn't get the bread at that steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about it.
Okay, here we go.
It would look like nice crispy sourdough.
Here's the next one.
Man, I'm so bummed that I missed the live show.
Yeah.
Because seeing
up.
Vito lose the weigh-in would have made me so fucking happy.
I hate you
Vito.
guys.
Vito, if you're sick, why is you're drinking fucking cranberry juice, which is like 1% juice?
No, it's more than that.
Your solution is it's better than soda? Vito, drink fucking tea, you idiot.
Oh, tea is good for being
People
sick.
drink hot tea when they're sick.
That's true.
God damn it.
Cranberry juice flushes your fucking system, man. That's why they always tell you to drink it if you have a, what do you call it, a kidney stone.
Have you? Well, that's very specific though. Like
feel like
urinary tract. They definitely don't tell you to drink juice cocktail if you have a kidney stone.
I feel like I had a mental kidney stone that needed removing. There's a lot going on, and I just needed. Can I drink juice once in a while? I don't drink juice all the time.
You're drinking juice cocktail.
I was sick. There's vitamins in that shit.
All right.
Okay, there's no vitamins in tea.
All right, one more. Then we'll read super chats.
Hey,
and you can go back to
vitamins
bed.
in tea.
A problem I'm fucking having is
Shut up.
cartoon shows made for adults. And I'm not talking like Family Guy, fucking South Park, stuff like that. I'm talking like Adventure Time, but it's in the future now, and there's a multiverse, and there's elder gods, and there's a whole race of gumdrop people who call themselves Flim Flam and Shushnas.
Adventure Time. Just say Adventure Time.
Well, have you seen the new Adventure Time?
This shit. Going
with Fiona and Cat. I don't watch that shit.
It's not Fiona and Cat. It's Fiona and Cake is the name of the cat.
That dumb bitch ruined the first Adventure Time and made it about a boy and his dog into like this sick feminist dystopia.
Because the guy who was in charge of it just like had a mental. All these cartoonists are sick.
Because women prey on them.
Yeah, that Pendleton Ward guy was in charge, and then he's like, I don't even want to make cartoons anymore.
Yeah, I'm tired of doing this shit.
And he handed it off to some lady. I tried to watch
the obsession of men with their like wife-daughter complex of I'm going to take this beautiful thing and give it to a fucking woman to continue I think is probably the biggest problem in the universe. It will never not sicken me and ruin every piece of and ruin every property that there is.
I got
it's
a
so
question real quick.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this trend in media where like men can no longer hand something down to another like man?
Yeah.
It always has to be handed off to a
their daughter
or a niece or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because the second a man has a hit, the second a man has like creates something like Adventure Time,
right.
You have 10 of these sick women just sinking their claws into him. Your thing's been fucking up. That mic's been fucking up all night. Spin it around. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make it so that you can see my face because it's always like blocking me.
Okay.
That's good.
You have these women that are just obsessively manipulating you, trying to sink their claws into you.
Yeah.
Well, guys are like, I can't compete with this. Like this, and he's probably never had that kind of attention before. So it invariably gets shoved off to a woman.
But I have to admit that, like, even when I'm like looking at fiction or thinking about fiction, like for some reason I naturally gravitate to the idea that, yeah, the older male character retires, and for some reason a young female upstart and I'm like, did something happen in society where we're like, it's kind of gay for like an old man to have a relationship with a younger boy, like an emotional connection? Like Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker. You were like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, you know? It's like he's passing on the Force or whatever.
Now it's a girl.
Now it would be a girl. And I think there's like some weird thing in society where like we're kind of like weirded out, or we've been trained to be like, oh, that guy shouldn't be hanging out with that young boy and giving him emotional feelings or whatever.
I don't know. It's this weird compulsion to like raise women as little girls as boys.
Yeah. Little tomboys.
Like, why the fuck would anybody want a woman to take over Indiana Jones?
That's the thing, though, is that I'm like, well, that's why I was so upset about them killing Mutt, where I'm like, yeah, you should hand it down to his son.
Who shouldn't have been retarded.
Don't kill his son in
or just
Vietnam.
A regular guy.
Or just, another adventurer who's like, yeah, but it seems so foreign now to do that. It's like every single franchise.
Yeah.
This is a great episode. We've had some great conversations. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, here I'm going to start us over at the super chat.
I should come in tired every
episode. Yeah, everybody loves that. You want to read it from last week's?
Yeah.
Oh, we know we missed some chats.
Okay, yeah.
I'm there already.
Luckily there weren't too many. Well, I was going to say I was actually pissed at you guys. I'm like, we do a whole live show. You only send like 10 super chats.
I was pissed about that too.
What the fuck is that?
We should have stopped the show until they gave more money.
Well, Rydog for 5 said, what it is. These are super chats from the last show. LP Dirty T for 2. Congratulations on 108.
Thank you.
Koo for 5, who was in the audience. So how did he send a super chat? Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Come see me for a special sticker if you're attending the live show.
Yeah.
I have one of those stickers somewhere, which might become a T-shirt we discussed. You got one right there.
Where?
Right next to your remote thing.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you for not killing yourself. Let's see. Flip and Dip for 2 says, I think Vito is okay. There's a couple different ways to read that, but thank you. Steve for 2, everybody scream. Ultra Water for 5. Bunnies in the chat. Zeta Quinkcell for 20. Congrats on episode 108. Looking forward to the next R-Stone to come. Much love to y'all.
Oh.
Pineapple Man for 5. Congrats on 108. Thank you, Pineapple Man. Red for 2. Tim Pool's R-Stone should be next to be collected. That's a tough one.
Yeah, he's
It's too tough.
He doesn't have a stone. He's just dumb.
Jay Berg for 2. Dick only won because he cheated. Right, Vito? Yes. Solid BM for 2. Kill yourself for complaining about the audio. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. Shut this government down. John Riss for 5. Razorfist has a video explaining Bill Cosby was innocent. I don't remember why. Well, congrats on 108. Sad to see Maddox couldn't make it.
Yes, it was.
Can you imagine if Maddox just showed up midway through the show and went, you know what, guys? I give my blessing.
We could have weighed him. You seen him? Yeah, you saw him in that video. He's fatter than hell.
He's definitely put on a little weight. I think we all have. Kara for 5 says, jealous of everyone there at the live show. Kara, we'll get you to the next one. Zeta Quinkcell for 2.
Riley will get you to the next one.
Yeah, Riley's
Mr. Moneybags.
Mr. Moneybags buying everybody a plane ticket. Zeta says Vito would make a great nutritionist for Fat Camp. Lemon Sake for 2. Vito's committing assaults again. Congrats on 108.
Thank you.
John Vanderselt for 10. Cheers from Wisco, boys. Especially the Niggler. Big fan. More calls, please. We haven't had a Niggler call in a while. That's a good
fine.
point. Yeah,
we don't need to call in
to encourage that. John for 5. Also, FYI, I might not be able to be present, but I've got crossword puzzles watching live at my garage bar.
Thank you very much.
Fried onions and garlic for 15s, whatever the fuck that is. Can't wait for the next biggest problem, reboot. Shout out from Singapore. Wow, Singapore.
Thanks.
An expat, I assume. Probably Ben for 10 GBPs. Vito needs to start doing drugs. It's the funniest way to lose weight. Just take MDMA or speed. Do it every week until you either die or get thinner.
Speed. That's how John Belushi lost all that, or Jim Belushi lost all
John
that weight.
Vanderselt for 2 says he's right, Vito, just to severely abuse Adderall. I just got a prescription for something. It's like the slow release Adderall.
Oh, okay.
You want one? You want to try it?
Does that explain this? Is it like slow
I haven't been
Adderall?
taking it. I haven't been. I just got it. I just got it. I just got it today.
All right.
John Vanderselt for 5. Thank you for not killing yourself, Koof. I guess there were more super chats than I thought. John Vanderselt for 5. Biggest problem is baby mamas.
Yeah.
Is that a quick sell for 2? Vito would buy a suit if it was Evangelion themed. They got these cool Evangelion bomber jackets. Part of the reason I want to lose weight.
Wait, why is it cool?
Because it's got like fucking dragons stitched on the back. It's like those Japanese Crazoid jackets.
Let's see.
Go to eBay.
Evangelion jacket, bomber jacket.
I think it's a bomber jacket. It looks like a bomber jacket. Yeah, that one with the
this
fucking.
One?
Look at that.
Okay.
That's sick.
Yeah, so you got to lose weight to wear that?
Yeah, because they all come in Japanese sizes, so I'll literally never be able to fit into them.
So you'd have that if it came in a Walmart size? You'd
no,
buy this?
Fat guys can't wear that. You look like an idiot.
Yeah.
I got to get fat guys can't wear cool clothes. That's the one worst part of being a fat guy. You got to wear T-shirts and garbage. Let's see. Go up. Vito gained, Vito lost from Sotsoku. This month's going to be a good month. It's going to be a good... Shut the fuck up. Dominic for 2. Sell the goddamn flags. I want one, you flag people. This is episode 109.
Here we go.
Cool for 5. It was nice getting to see everyone at the live show. I hope to see you all at the next one. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Riley Edwards for 5. I started listening to Vito's diet tips and gained 20 pounds. Why do you have paper in your mouth, Maddie? Pop quiz for a big $20 on the board. The emergency broadcast has activated me to give the biggest problem my money. That's what I want.
Good.
Red for 5. Vito, you should step into the ring and box against quartering.
Yeah.
Winner takes on Review Tech
How
USA.
about that? Would you box the quartering?
The quartering should make a video. Did you see Review Tech? Do you know Review Tech USA?
Yeah, I do.
Did you see his most recent video, though? And I was like, dude, you're not coping in the right way, where he's like, so we just found out from the doctor, we thought my daughter's eyesight would be restored. They're now saying she'll be legally blind by the end of the month. And he's like, so I just got to pour myself into my creative projects. And I'm like, no, go be with your daughter who's going blind.
Oh, because he was going to box the quartering?
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit. He's like, I want to make music again. The video was like, I'm like, bro, don't talk about what creative projects you want to indulge on.
Just kill yourself.
Don't do that.
I fucking hate celebrity boxing. I hate celebrity boxing even more.
I don't think he's going to box the quartering, but regardless, dude, take some time to yourself. Don't make a video about, I can't, I'm going to get back to doing this stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
I got to get back to
think about that later.
Building my Legos.
Yeah, I got to build a deck outside. Your daughter's going blind. I was watching the video and I was like, I should have read the comments because I was like, this does not seem like healthy coping with the situation.
Yeah.
To be like immediately planning your big, I'm going to make an album. I'm like, bro.
My daughter's going blind. I got to make a new metal album before she loses her eyesight.
I'm like, Jesus, man. I mean, that's intense. I hope it works out for him. But that video was weird to me. I'm annoying for 5, says Vito. Drink whatever you want. I love you. No, he says drink water. Right here, dude, for 5. Love you, Vito. Thank you. Jose M for 5. Dick Meston. I'm still laughing at how Eric July pronounced Gooding the Polymath. With a bunch of laughing.
Did you see that?
Yeah, we watched that on the show.
Oh, yeah, this one?
Man, you
play it again.
You're talking about my brain's fried. You keep bringing up clips you already saw.
Play it again.
Play it again. I don't care.
I don't know where it. No, I don't know where it is. Somebody posted in the chat.
John Riffs for 5 said, I heard donating to the show ruins black businesses.
It does. We're maliciously ruining businesses.
Riley Edwards for 2 makes a Niggler joke, which I will not repeat because, guys, come on. You can't take that joke
ruining
that
it.
far. You're ruining it. Riley Edwards, damn autocorrect. Okay, I got it. Bob Genus for 2. When is the Vito Swole arc dropping? Give it like 2 years. G33X for 5. I'm hooked after catching up on the biggest problem in the Rippaverse feud. If Eric listened to your critique early on, Book 2 could have been better.
No, it couldn't have because Eric's retarded. He can't write.
Book 2
he can't write because he is.
sucks.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got to watch that Mike Partycuz review. He goes through it step by step, talking about everything Eric July did wrong.
On the second book?
Yeah.
They found it in Discord last night, and they're going through panel by panel.
Don't say they found it in Discord.
Well, the Discord people found a pirate copy. I don't know on 4chan. Why?
On 4chan.
Yes, they linked to it on 4chan. I don't give a fuck.
It's on 4chan. Fine.
Fucking pirate whatever you want. I don't give a shit. They've been going through it like panel by panel, and each panel is just a fucking mess. From one to the next, like Isam's like, wait, and then the next panel, his other arm is up. Like really simple shit that he fucked up on.
I think the art's good.
The art sucks on Isom.
Well, the art is like
it's all jumbled up, man. It's like wrong hands, like. The castle looks like dog shit.
Well, the castle
with
should
beer
be way
steins
cooler.
coming out.
The castle looks like a fucking like replica fucking village castle. I'm like, why didn't you give her a cool castle, man?
Yeah, here, let me show you.
Give her like
what.
a big gothic fucking Castlevania looking thing. It looks like a Ren Fair thing made out of like plaster.
Cardboard.
Yeah, it looks like dog shit.
Here, let me see.
Do you have Bloodruth's castle pulled up already?
Because I know I commented on it. I called it the Castle Gay Skull.
I saw. Look. I mean, I guess I'm just like more forgiving of comic art because there's not a lot of great comic artists these days.
Look, this is the castle. It looks like total shit. What the fuck are these little handles here?
Yeah.
What is that even in real life? It's a crane coming out of a castle?
If you're gonna have a cool like gothic lady, give her like a cool, and also make the castle like
big.
We'll make it black.
Okay, yeah.
Because she's black.
Well, all right. AI could do a better job than this.
Oh, absolutely. If you told AI, give me a picture of. Have you tried Bing's image creator?
Vito, look at the size of the drawbridge. Why is it a quarter mile? That's not how a drawbridge works. Look at these chains.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this going to do? Warp it through time and space to pull it up?
Yeah.
What are these things?
if you're gonna make, you just give her a cool castle, like a Dracula castle, you know.
He's got a Silverado or whatever the fuck.
It is funny to see,
yeah,
just like the shitty pickup truck parked in front of this goofy looking Renaissance castle.
Man. Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, that's
the art sucks. I mean, the guy must not care. The artist.
I mean, it's
because it looks like dog shit.
It's about speed more than anything. Speed's what matters.
It takes a year.
Yeah, it's not that speedy, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Everyone involved is doing a shitty job.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, my comic's gonna look like shit too. No, my comic's gonna look great. I love how my comic's looking. Some people are nitpicky. I can't wait till Eric's people nitpick the shit out of my comic. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
You're gonna get a lot of attention out of that.
I know. They're gonna be like, well, this fucking and I'm gonna go, I tricked you guys into
copyright strike everybody.
I'm gonna copyright strike all of them. I believe this is from a pirated copy. DMCA.
Copy. Bad faith. Yeah.
Let's see. Exodus for 10. Hey, Vito, I love you even though you're an illiterate comic writer. Evaxis, is that? Okay. That hopefully took 3 seconds to read and pronounce my name correctly. Jesus watches dubs. Hey, that's a good line from me. Glowwormization for 5. I'm not illiterate. I read the super chats pretty good.
Yeah, you're not illiterate at all.
Thank you. For 5. Vito suffers from fat math. Does every super chat have to be about how I don't know how to count
You're
calories?
the one saying that beef and broccoli is healthy.
I looked up the calorie count, okay? It's not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
left
in
the
charge.
rice out. Here, how much for a fucking... Let me see the calories on a scoop of rice.
Okay.
Calories, scoop
White
of
rice. White rice.
White. Do you think that's better?
Yeah, it's better than fried rice.
200 calories.
That's
and
not
how big
bad.
was your scoop?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. You know what? Why don't you hire me a nutritionist and you can weigh every fucking thing
You're
I
not
eat.
going to listen to him, though.
I'm
a
not, 'cause that's
nutritionist.
not
Stop
funny.
drinking fucking Mountain Dew.
I'm not drinking Mountain Dew. I'm drinking Diet Coke, all right? Anyway, Jimmy.
Would you eat only and drink only what the nutritionist said?
No, because he's going to make me eat almonds and broccoli and...
Almonds? You're eating just a shitload of calories.
All right. My fat friend would eat 2 foot-long subs, but it was okay because he worked hard. Mm-hmm. Hey, fucking Jared would eat those subs. He ate 6-inch, though.
He would only get to 4 inches.
Yeah, 3 inches. Jimmy McAttaboy, whatever, bro. You expect me to believe you broke your eye tube? Come on. And he says, E-Fairy SJW bullshit. Nice try. Your eye tube. Anyway, buy my first party coffee at white label prices.
Or do you think?
That was a good try.
Or do you think?
You saw that was a try, right? You missed it.
I missed it.
iTube?
iTube, E-Fairy SJW. I missed that one.
He's not being serious. David Gomez for 5. If Mint doesn't start wearing bras soon, she's going to trip over those things at 30.
I hate that shit. Man, fuck you. I fucking hate these boob truther cocksuckers.
Boob truthers.
I almost brought in boob troopers. Anytime like a woman posts herself with big tits, they're like, oh, you better watch your back though. You better watch your fucking back. Oh, those tits are saggy. Like, man, why don't you just fucking kill yourself?
You don't want
go to your oven, you, David. Go to your oven, turn it on high, don't light it, stick your head in, and go to sleep forever. Fuck you. I fucking hate that shit.
I love how often we
Boob
tell
truthers.
I love how often we tell the audience to kill
themselves. That's going on the... I mean, hey, I'm a chick. I got big naked tits over here.
Ooh.
Some fucking pencil dick.
Better wrap those up.
You better fucking support your back. Like, bro, do you have to support your balls? Is that what you're going?
Maybe
Oh
I
man,
should
I'm real
support my
fucking
balls.
worried about some chick's tits 10 years from now. You fucking gaylord. What the fuck kind of comment is that?
You got a good point. In 10 years, who cares?
Oh, Dick, I just want you to... you should enjoy that less, because in like 20 or 30 years,
They might
I
be
mean, those
sagging.
chicks'
Yeah.
tits, you're not going to be as excited as you were today. Wow, fucking thanks, man. I'm so glad you put that idea into my fucking
there's
head.
always a new set of tits.
Hey, Dick, I know you like those tits, but remember that naked old woman in The Shining? Don't you think that you shouldn't be so excited? God damn. Fuck you.
Well, we just want Mint Salad to be all she can be.
Go fuck. First of all, you don't know shit about tits sagging either. All right.
Subscribe to ASE Presents on YouTube and fansly.com/tits mint salad.
Yeah.
Hope I got those right. Gene Rick has a bird with a trash can. Or is
Coffee.
That a bucket of blood? Oh, coffee.
Coffee.
guess
Wake
that-
the fuck up,
Guess
Vito.
that would make more sense than a bird giving you a bucket of blood. I don't know. These gifts don't make any sense. They're really small. Bob Genus for 301. You guys make me laugh without fail. 301. Is that how many episodes we're going to get to?
I don't know.
Red for 2 says this is double what I pay on Dick's Patreon monthly.
Thanks.
You have a $1 tier on your Patreon?
I should get rid of it.
You should get rid of it.
Yeah.
You can get rid of it, and the people who already have it are grandfathered in.
I'm going to kick them out manually.
I don't
Fuck
know
that shit.
I guess you
Freeloading
can do that.
cocksuckers.
Yeah, $1's too cheap. Jose M for 10. Eric July 100% keeps a blacklist. I know narcissists like him who secretly admit to people they keep a blacklist. Recato was drunk and 100% honest. The mask did indeed slip. Was Recato the one who says he has a blacklist?
Yeah.
But Recato, I assume, did not go into detail on how he knows this.
I mean, do you need to?
I don't know. It'd be interesting if he saw it.
Well, it's a blacklist, so it's metaphorical.
I don't have a blacklist. I have a folder of blackmail, though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What's in it?
Just like the worst things my enemies have tweeted, so I could be like, hey, remember when you said this?
I bet you fucking do have that.
No,
What
it's just
a
like
sicko.
it's just like, stupid shit Eric July said,
Oh.
So you can hammer him. Eagle 77 for big $50. I guess you should give his whole name. Eagle 77X7.
7. Thank you.
Your name is a math problem. Well, thanks for the 50. He says, can I get a happy birthday for my fiance Kim on her 28th birthday? She introduced me to Biggest Problem in TDS, which are both awesome. We're both patrons of both shows and love the content. Great shows, guys. Keep it up.
Happy birthday for a
for
woman.
50. I don't know.
Maybe.
You know what I'm going to say? Happy birthday, Kim.
Okay, me too.
You can't say me too. You have to say it.
$49.99. If it was 50,
It was 50
maybe.
even?
Yeah,
Why don't you say
maybe.
happy birthday to any individual whose birthday
woman whose birthday it is
may
today.
be.
Happy birthday to you,
All women.
listener. Any women who are listening, which is probably just that one, happy birthday to you.
That's spiteful. That's horrible. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for the support. We love you. Mega Heart for 5. Vito tries zucchini. Yeah, I don't care. Blitz Beam for 10. Sup part. Look, anyone who gives me diet advice, okay?
But you're failing.
I get it.
You're failing big time.
I get it. Everyone's got a new idea, okay?
They're just trying to wean you off of sugar.
I think that I'm on the path. That's what matters. I feel good.
More like a roller coaster.
Well, it is. It's been ups and downs, okay? Had some emotional trauma that I had to eat my way through. Now everything's fine.
Pick up like cocaine. Oh, cocaine's expensive though. You don't have the budget for that. There goes Super Killer.
There goes Super Killer. No, we got it. Blitz Beam for 10. Sup, partners. While watching the show with my girlfriend, she said that Dick gained all the weight Vito lost, and I chuckled. You're not laughing. JJ for 5. Vito, one of your problems was French fries. What's wrong with you eating unhealthy food you don't even like? You should be ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The fries are...
What's wrong with you?
Fries add a little something. Coup for 5. The worst part about religious Halloween complainers is they kvetch about Halloween, but don't care about the Christmas decorations in stores in October. That's true. Zagathra for 10. Remember the warehouse joke? I think the lack of a punchline caused a karmic comedy ripple that infected Eric July to bring us all this warehouse-based comedy and bring balance to the bit.
I was going to ask, one of my trivia questions was where?
Where is the warehouse? Oh, you're just going to go where?
Yeah.
Where?
But I missed it on my reading.
That was it took me so long, and I had no idea
think
what
you
was
ever
going
got
on.
it.
No, I don't think I ever got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean exactly? That's where it is. And I'm like, I can't follow.
I can't follow.
He just wanted me to say where.
Uh-huh.
Is that a quick sell for 2? Vito looks like Garfield and Dick's a Q-tip. Well,
Really?
I like
Oh,
when
you
we
do
were,
look like...
These are good.
Q-tips are... Oh, they do have those Q-tips that are blue in the middle.
Blue in the middle.
A little more blue.
I like
than
when we
this.
have the composed,
UCLA.
yeah, well, blue
Kinda.
and gold is a classic color combination.
Sure.
Let's see. J-Lo for 5 says, "Oh, Vito is bashing Christianity again. Feels like a back 2013." Well, stop
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
around.
like... so many Christianity problems.
I'm turning the show into our atheism.
Yeah,
deal with
it's like,
it.
okay. I mean, that's a very...
It's
what
not
is that,
so
one
many Christian
tweet?
problems. It's like 2 Christian problems. Well, you don't let me bring in food problems. So
Well, You gotta go a little bit outside of your comfort zone. I think.
Here's what I've realized about this show is like you live a life, so you have all these life experiences or whatever.
Yeah.
I hang at home and I pet my cats.
Hang at home. Okay.
And I play Magic the Gathering online.
So do a Magic the Gathering problem.
I thought
Fucking
about
ask
it.
Twitter what the problem should be.
I was gonna bring in a Magic the Gathering problem, then I'm like, that's
what problem?
retarded. The power creep is too much, man. The cards.
Creep.
The cards are getting too powerful. LP, have you seen the One Ring is dominating every format? It's absurd.
I thought there was only one of it.
No, there's regular versions of it.
That's dumb.
There's a One Ring that's like one of one, but then there's like regular One Rings.
Oh, that's horse shit.
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah,
there should have only been one.
Well, then other people can't own it, and they'd be mad.
That's the point.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool if there was a one of one Magic card. I actually agree with you. It would be better now because they're gonna have to ban it because it's like fucking overpowered. The card's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't bring it in as a problem. LP Dirty T for 5 in Idaho. They moved trick-or-treating to Saturday to prevent celebrating Halloween on Sunday in 2021. Keep the Sabbath holy or else the devil wins.
Yeah.
Cat Reyes for 5. The intro video counts down from 5 to 4:49 instead of 4:59. My autistic brain can't handle it.
Really? Let me see.
That seems like a pretty obvious fuck up.
You idiot.
I don't know. We never noticed that.
I never
before.
even looked.
I feel like in my brain, I did kind of notice that. I was always like,
yeah.
but then I just like didn't register.
Does it do that on every time?
Yeah, every time.
Or every minute? Or is just,
I don't know
just
if,
5?
I don't know if 4 goes to 4:49 or 3:49.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to fix that. Thanks for pointing that out. Coup for 5. Wizard supremacy was Voldemort's position. He wanted to take over the world and subjugate Muggles. Harry and the good guys stopped him from doing that. Yeah, but they never like talk about like we love Muggles or like
Because they don't.
They don't.
No one does.
Okay, because if
Fuck
you
Muggles.
no, so you took the wrong lesson from Harry Potter. Not fuck Muggles. We're Muggles. Don't fuck
I would
us.
love that. I would have loved Voldemort to just kill everyone.
Jesus,
that would be
Christ.
fucking fantastic.
Well,
I would wake up and go, fucking good job, dude.
Here's if you have access to magic and you know there's like people in the Muggle world who are like trying to solve cancer and shit, like don't you kind of owe them like, hey, here's
solving cancer?
Well, no, just like the idea that there's an entire branch of like unknown physics that could better the
magic. It's not physics.
It must have some physical or whatever
properties. This is why you guys got to be wiped out, asking these fucking stupid questions. Me. Hey, what about, we have cancer over here. Can we get some free shit? Can you guys just sit around fixing all your fucking problems all day?
I love that the Fantastic Beast movies are just an excuse for why didn't the wizards intervene in World War II?
Is that what they are?
Yeah, because it's like, well, we were dealing with this thing.
We had a bigger Hitler.
It's like, you guys had time travel. You could have done something about that Holocaust.
See, this is the kind of shit that you get if you're a wizard. Hey, what's up? I'm a wizard. Why don't you go back in time and stop Hitler? You know what? Welcome. I'm a fucking magic Hitler, man. That's why. Zap, 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 zap. Any more fucking brain busters, dude?
I think the wizards could have done more to stop the reign of the Third Reich.
Well,
but instead they were like,
maybe they.
Oh, who cares about all those Muggles?
Who fucking does care?
I do. I don't want the Jews
What are you over
to
in
perish.
China right now fucking shilling out money? Here you go. You guys don't like living in caves. Here you go. I'm basically a wizard giving out free money so you guys can fucking eat. So you don't have to fucking eat dirt or poop or whatever you're eating in Ethiopia.
Stop
Here's some
siding
fucking
with the wizards. Stop it. They're bad people. Riley Edwards for 2. Mosquitoes like blood, not syrup. They won't bug Vito. I get it. Coup for 2. Mosquitoes are the worst microaggressors. Voted up.
Yeah, true.
Mo for 2. Missing persons reports is the biggest problem in the universe, says Papa JF. Hugh Jazz for 5 says, Mexican here. I can confirm Mexicans do always tell stories about crossing over, as well as ghosts and aliens they saw while living in Mexico.
And aliens, though,
well, maybe Mexico has more ghosts and aliens. CG for 5. Carson deserved to get spooked more than Ashley Babbitt. Hashtag free Brian. Please don't
free
use
Brian.
Please
hashtag
don't.
free Brian.
Please don't.
Hashtag free Brian. It's Spooktober.
Yeah. Zeta Quick Cell for 5. Biggest problem in the universe is being woken up by a government alarm after a 12-hour night shift. Mr. Drunka 123 for 5 says, cool hat, Vito. Were you the one who sent me these hats, Mr. Drunka? I love these hats. The Locks for 10 had a ton of fun at the show last week. Thank you for the entertainment week after week, and thank you for accepting my $10.
Thank you.
I'll take your $10 all day. LP Dirty T for 2, White Lib Savior Complex equals Darwin Award nominee. Ride Dog for 5, Brian obviously stabbed Ryan because he was jealous that Ryan is the superior name. Just another case of Brian on Ryan violence.
True.
Charles Baker for 5, quarter pounding the next Artard Stone. No. LP Dirty T for 2, go visit an amp, Vito. I do like amp. Spider Eternal for 2 is Sean in Vito's novel. He knows about farming.
Sean in your Holes novel?
No, but I do need to consult with a scientist about, like, I need to watch that movie, The Astronaut, where Matt Damon does, like, Mars farming. Yeah, I wanted to put some science in there. I talked to Dr. Kevin about it. You know, like, maybe the soil has, like, more nitrogen, so you'd have to, like, you know, change the...
Sounds like an amazing novel.
Farming's kind of interesting. I find farming
simulator?
Yeah.
Okay.
People love that shit. Let's see. Just Elbin for 5. Why wouldn't the people on the other planet just move to the food planet? Because it's like the whole planet.
Why do we manufacture all of our shit in America? Why do we do it in China? Fucking good question.
Well, that's an answer.
Yeah, because they're dumb. That's why.
Coup for 2 says, does the sci-fi ass farm story include Sean? No. C Villa for 5. My wish is Dick and Josh could be friends again. You two were great together. Vito to I have to quit the show for you guys to be friends again, apparently.
Well, I think even if you and I didn't work together, because Null has lied to his audience. He's gaslit himself, I think. He's convinced himself and his audience that you're a legitimate pedophile.
Yeah, he's like... I think even... Well, I'm not going to speculate. Again, I just don't even want to talk about Null because there's, like, nothing to say.
Yeah. Even then, though, he's on some new level of, like, he's going after Nick for... He's just, like... He's like a puritanical figure now where any sort of sex is evil and weird, and he calls everyone he doesn't like some permutation of, like, some degenerate sex crime that he's totally inventing on the fly. Even though he's the only one, like, out of me and Nick Rekieta, and Null, 2 of the 3 of us have satisfying relationships with a woman.
Right.
And one of us is a 300-pound sysadmin for an e-celebrity gossip forum.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird how much they, like, pick apart your guys' relationships.
With women.
Like,
with a woman.
I've met 80s girl, obviously, and I'm like, wow, what a cool, stable relationship where everybody's having a lot of fun all the time.
Yeah.
You guys, like, go on vacations, you hang out.
It's like that consent thing. Like, yeah, do you consent? Null is back there going, oh, I don't consent. Like,
yeah.
I mean, man, okay.
You guys are fun. 80s girl sent me, like, a message like, hey, there's a fun thing, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I wish I had a girlfriend who came up with fun events to go to and shit.
So does Null.
Well, yeah, I mean, so, like, I don't understand obsessing over other people's fucking relationships and being like, oh, they must be miserable. And it's like, no, I think you guys are miserable. Like, I think you got, look.
He's like all over Nick Rekieta's they're secretly, like, she's divorcing him. And it's like, man, what you're saying is just totally insane.
I think it comes down to, like, look, a lot of young men are miserable right now. And
then I'm gay.
They have every right to be miserable. I get it.
Yeah.
And that's why they all flock to, like, Jordan Petersons and shit. Guys who are going to tell them, well, if you just clean your room, everything will be fine. You know, they want quick, easy answers.
Yeah.
And part of that is to, look at people who are kind of happy and successful.
There must be some sort of...
You're very successful. You're very happy.
I mean, I'm as happy as I could be, which is not happy.
But whatever. Your relationship is not like a poison fucking thing where you got to worry about, I don't know, her running away with the kid and
Mama JF
taking after me. Yeah, you're not going to get Mama JF, which seems pretty satisfying.
I could only wish for such a thing to happen to me.
Yeah, my life, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Like, obviously, I need to make some changes, but
yeah,
one day at a time. And then I think guys who are dissatisfied with their own situation, they want to go like, well, I don't like that this guy's not dissatisfied. Or I'm going to assume he is secretly dissatisfied. That's why they really jumped on the thing where, like, we kind of, like, had, like, what I'm going to say was kind of a joke fight about the fucking TV show. Okay, I'm like, I lean into it because it's funny, and they're like, see, they hate each other. Did you see that?
I mean, it's funny. Like, that picture was funny, but that wasn't in the treatment that you sent.
And also the part where you're like, I'm like, I can't believe you made fun of my anime figurines. In the back of my head, I'm like, no, that was funny. Like, I totally get it. And then they like come up with, they love conspiracy theories where they're like, Dick is negging Vito because he wants Vito to quit so him and Nick can do a show together. And I'm like, guys, what are you
talking about?
Why do you sit around all day coming up with this shit? Nick, first of all, Nick is not going to do a different show. He's making tons of money doing his show. We're making money doing our show. You can actually watch. I know that watching that clip, you can make like wild assumptions of like those guys hate each other. But if you actually watch this or watch like the live show,
everybody, somebody in the Discord clipped me a bunch of Null being retarded. But yeah, you're right. I don't even know if I want to play it today,
dude. Like, here's the other thing: is like when you play it, for some reason they go like, "See, it really gets them." That's why they had to play it, and it's like, no, we're just playing it because it's crazy.
Because it's retarded.
Then you guys are like, biggest problem is ending. Nick and Dick are going to do their own show. Vito's going to quit, and then they're all going to get sued. Eric July's going to sue all of them, and then they're all going to have to get lawyers.
And it's not funny. It's not funny. What they're doing to Eric July is not funny. It's not funny. It's criminal harassment, and it's not funny. I don't know why everyone says it's funny because it's not.
And then you say this, and they go, see, they're coping and seething, and you're like, you can't. Yeah. They're playing the You Mad game, which everyone should vote up. See, they're really mad. They right now.
I've never seen Null so mad. Yeah,
that's why we're laughing. Like, I don't even know how to address it because it's just like you can't win. If you say something about it, you're coping and seething. If you say nothing about it, they go, see, they're afraid to talk about it.
I just want to know how many push-ups Null can do. Well, can you do more push-ups than Null?
Not at this point.
How many push-ups can? Don't say how many push-ups you can do. Have a number in your head.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think it's more or less than the push-ups Null can do?
I would think so.
You think it's more?
Has anyone shown a picture of Null? Because I assume the fact that there are no pictures of him that he must be.
It's a bad sign.
He's got to be huge. He's got to be ashamed.
Can Vito? The only question I'm interested in is, can Vito do more push-ups than Null?
We'll find out.
That's the only thing that matters.
We'll find out.
I mean, that's the only thing that matters.
That's all that matters. I think if I stay on the path, drink less cranberry juice.
Not what Nick Recaita's doing on vacation or who, when, where.
I guess, just what drives me nuts are the conspiracy
Not who's
theories.
gay. We know who is gay.
Yeah. Let's see. Joe Cool for 5 predicting it now. Richard's white gem will be Killer Keemstar. Can you guys stop naming the hardest guys to grab their friggin' gem?
No one would ever have guessed I could get Eric July's gem.
That's true.
But I did.
But Eric July was exposed. Zeta Quicksilver 2 says it's the spookiest month of the year.
Yes, it is.
Dr. Till for 5, Vito should wear more pins and buttons to be flair. To be flair? That doesn't count.
Close. Doesn't count.
Lloyd Lewin for 15 Australian dollars. One of the worst offenders of a guy handing something off to a woman was in the last Bill and Ted movie where it turned out their daughters wrote the song that saved humanity and not them.
I didn't watch that.
Was that in the? Oh, that was in the like Bill and Ted 3.
Face the Music.
Yeah, what is with that?
I stopped watching halfway. I couldn't see it.
Nava Down South for 10. Eric can't handle random person on Twitter, blocks them, but he thinks he gangsta hood rat can handle someone on the streets. Shred 2010 for 5. People who gloat about Sober October are obnoxious as heck. No one cares.
Yeah, fuck you.
Maxwell with $17. I like that number. Vito, you are truly the best and always make me laugh. The one thing I disagreed with was your take on the Marvel trailer a few months back, the new Marvels movie. I actually find Brie Larson TBF hot, don't you?
Yeah. Good try.
She's a good-looking lady. Drunken Atheist
we
Studio
gotta see
for
that.
5.
We got to watch that.
Yeah, I don't think it comes out till next. I know we got to do it.
We got to watch it ahead of time, though. So
I tried to get you to watch Ahsoka. That would have got views.
I don't give a shit about that Star Wars stuff.
No one
it's
does.
all just a mess.
Yeah, I know. That's why you watch it and make fun of it.
Yeah.
It was okay. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. In solidarity with Vito, I've decided that I, too, will lose 30 pounds. Dude, you're not fat. You don't need to lose anything. G33X for 5. Vito should read and review the Sonichu comics. It shows the dangers of collecting too many video games, toys, and animes. Yeah, I have a sickness.
Yes.
David Gomez for 2. Oh, no, I made Richard cry. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. Eagerly awaiting for Isom's Hellcat to be unveiled. Oh, he's getting that. He's getting that car. David Gomez for 2. Mint's thangs are long, not big. I don't care about her back. Bello Pants for 10. Vito, you're looking more muscular as of late. I disagree with that. Jose M for 5. Love the intro outro music on the Biggest Problem YouTube Viz. Where can I legally pirate that music? We gotta make a tab on the website where people can download music and stingers and whatever else.
Okay.
You know, make them their cell phone ringtones or whatever. C Villa for 2. Is that Negan on your shirt? Oh, this is the Ultra Chad.
I don't know what his name is.
Coup for 2. The Niggler set the intro to 449. Niggled again.
Oh, he did. That fucker.
And we're going to do one more round of Super Chats. Guys, thanks to everybody for coming by. Don't forget to vote on all the problems. Biggest Problem that show. Don't forget patreon.com/biggest problem and back.by/biggest problem. We will do a bonus episode very soon. We have to figure out. Did we ever figure out a theme?
No.
Did we ever,
give us your themes.
Did we ever do Biggest Problem in Halloween?
No, but let's do it.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jose M for $4.99. Eliza Clips and Ripetard Goldpost are the gifts that keep on giving. Their purpose completely backfired on them.
What's Eliza? Is that
that's the person who keeps clipping Null complaining about us. Which again,
Null thinks that the reason I'm making fun of Eric July is because of cuties.
Yeah, that's part of it. They just have all these. It's weird how they're all like little like psychologists where they go, well, the reason they said this is
why are you guys single? Let's start there. Why are you single?
It's like maybe we're just doing it because it's funny or we think it's funny or we're in. I've already told people are like, why did you ever care about Eric?
Here's a question. Wait, I got 2 questions. Who can do more push-ups, Vito or Null? Second question. Would you rather be caught with a Kiwi Farms account or an account on a dog raping forum?
There's the question.
Which one is more of a turnoff?
Well, to women,
to whomever.
I don't know. CG for 5. The famous farmer who thought he could replace like 70 Chinese rice farmers with his knowledge. I could replace like 70. Those Chinese back in the day were like,
oh yeah, that's right. I remember
probably
you saying
like
that.
50 IQ, dude. I could do the work of those guys.
What about in anywhere else on the globe? What was their IQ at?
Very high.
Oh, normal.
Normal IQ.
Okay.
Claptrap the Destroyer for 10. Late to the show, but here's money. Hey, that's the best kind of late.
Thank you.
Zeta Quicksell for 2. When's the Fat Lady Godzilla shirt coming out?
Soon. I got to write Prosky back.
Well, guys, what a great show. Nobody complained about me being sleepy, despite Dick's bullshit.
You're like a wall when you're tired. It's like silly putty.
No, this is great. We got unlimited
No,
great.
it's not
This is the best kind of
good.
show, I think.
I like when you're high energy.
This was like
Nap time Vito is rough for me.
I think nap time Vito is a good change. You know, it's like, hey, let's really
like a reset.
Let's really dig into some things. Whatever we had.
What did we dig into?
My great novels. My excellent ideas about Harry Potter.
Oh, here's one. Here's Null. You want to hear this one?
I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, but I kind of feel that when it comes to the Maddox lawsuit, even if like Dick is only making like half of what his Patreon says, I have a feeling that the lawsuit.
Wait. What? Did you hear that?
Even if you're making only half of what they think your Patreon numbers are fake.
They think I'm putting fake credit cards into Patreon?
Yes.
And paying myself money?
Yes.
And then paying
which would be
Patreon
the most
10%
which
of
would
that?
be the most convoluted.
And then paying the government 50% of that because it would be on the 1099?
Yes. It's a very bad money laundering scheme.
And that's what Null is entertaining?
People don't understand that like podcast audiences are just like want to listen to a podcast every week and they will pay for it.
So I fake credit cards.
Right.
Pay myself.
You have to make hundreds of fake accounts. You have to get hundreds of fake credit cards.
Let's just say I have to do one.
Okay, one that's giving you $6,000 a month, which would immediately be flagged.
Well,
by,
my Patreon would be 8.
Right.
8 or 9.
So it would immediately be flagged by Patreon's trust and safety team because they'd be like,
say it's
why
not.
did this guy...
Let's say it's not.
Sure.
Get through that.
Giving $9,000.
An unlimited money card that I can deposit $9,000. I guess I get frequent flyer miles.
That's always good.
And then I'm paying 10% of that to Patreon.
Right.
2% to the credit card companies, whom I loathe.
Right.
And then I'm
all of it to the
1099ing
government.
myself that money because Patreon controls 1099.
When you could just buy, Bitcoin and put it in an offshore account.
Okay.
And never touch it.
Let's go past that one.
Sure.
I have a feeling that the lawsuit made him so much money from driving new people to his show that he's one of the few people, I think he even said this literally word for word, that he's one of the few people in the world who's made money from a lawsuit without winning like monetary damages. And I have a feeling that if you were to ask,
is he saying that I'm provoking Eric July into another lawsuit on purpose to make money?
I guess. But if you wanted to provoke him into a lawsuit, you would like do something that he could actually sue you for.
Well, I didn't do anything to Maddox, and he sued me. I just made fun of him.
Yeah.
And some scumbag took advantage of him.
It's really hard to, I mean, it should be, let's be clear. Nothing we did was a good way to provoke a guy into like, literally he was crazy.
I had no idea he would be this retarded.
Yeah.
And then he has the entire white griftosphere wrapped around his finger.
We also couldn't plan for some random guy to email him and like, the amount of convolution this plan to get Eric July to sue us would involve.
I just want to be clear on something.
And I don't want to get sued, so if that's your secret plan...
I didn't make money because Maddox sued me. I made money off of that because I'm entertaining. It wasn't the lawsuit.
The show was already making money before you got sued, too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
obviously
went
helped.
into the stratosphere, though, every time you did something stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear the rest of this.
actually tried to estimate the actual damages of Eric July that has received from Dick Masterson. It's not enough to really justify a lawsuit. And if he did try to sue Dick, then Dick would make more money from Patreon and the content of the lawsuit than he would from paying his attorneys to defend him from the lawsuit. And even if he lost, he would still probably make, from actual damages, he would still probably make more money. I think that he is now actually wording himself to try and get sued, to give Eric July enough of a case where he feels confident going into a lawsuit, because Dick has already done the math.
The math. You ran the lawsuit
to try and provoke that from him and make money from LOL lawsuit 2.0.
Don't you have enough money that you don't need to provoke lawsuits?
Make more money from the
I don't even know what he's talking
Wouldn't
about.
you rather just like, and you have like projects that you're working on that could make
I don't
like
want to be
way
sued.
more
It's
money.
annoying.
Yeah,
it's very fucking annoying.
Nobody is running secret calculus to go, if a crazy black comic book guy sues me, I'm going to monetize it through. But first of all, there's no way to know that like that's going to get people to sign up for a podcast. You can say, yeah, I worked for Maddox, but Maddox was kind of a different, more ridiculous situation.
I mean, he was more retarded than Eric. Eric's pretty fucking retarded, though.
Again, these guys just come.
Tedious.
Let's save it for another show.
Okay.
Again, these guys just.
You got to wake up before we do
these. These guys
these.
just sit around and they go, "Oh no, they're trying to secretly get sued," and it's like, bro, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah,
Dick, if that's your plan, it's a shitty plan. Please stop. But I don't think that's your plan.
Now it's in my head.
Now it's in my head. Yeah,
I can't get rid of it.
We're gonna get rich by letting Eric July sue us.
You're gonna get rich.
I guess.
All right.
I don't think that's true.
All right.
If you want me to get rich, buy Super Killer. Show me the list of our top supporters. Guys, one more time, don't forget, sign up at Biggest Problem, patreon.com/Biggest Problem.
Let me see what else
as
I have
well
on
as, yeah, you got plenty of clips. Play them on your fucking show.
Well, no, it's not. It's about you, though. You're involved.
All right, play another clip, then.
He's explaining charity fraud on this one.
This is so obnoxious.
I don't know. It's just very tedious
to listen to. It's just listening to people just be so blatantly wrong about your intentions and what you're trying. Like, everybody always telling me, like, oh, Vito, you only say that because you want attention. I'm like, no, I genuinely believe, like, bullshit, you know?
Current gripe is that Ripa ripped off the...
right.
A charity. There was a okay. Again, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Spit it out.
But I tried to ask for some clarification. And I spoke to a lawyer about this, a lawyer who is familiar with incorporating charities and nonprofit law.
Okay.
About what I assume to be the situation.
Okay.
And what I've been informed to be the situation is that Eric July sold his comic books for $35.
Yeah. Already wrong. Well, that's how much
which
it
is
was
apparently
to the
a lot for a
customer.
comic book. When it's an independent publisher and you're trying to support the parallel economy, sure. Pay a little bit more. Ripa wanted to support a comic book charity that gave comic books to, I believe, the purpose of the charity was that they took comic books and they gave them out to children in hospitals. So kids are in sick beds, they need entertainment. So here's a comic book. And that's the purpose of the nonprofit. Ripa wanted to support the charity.
Something that will make you happy
and
about
he wanted
dying.
to get free advertising, which is why any company in the world that supports a charity supports it to get free advertising and get their name out there
Sure, so just
and
give
sell
the book
comic
away.
books, right? That's any company. Doesn't matter what the product is, they're out there to promote themselves and also do a charitable cause. So it's like it's free advertising. It's a tax write-off. That's the point of it. So he does it. He sells his comic book for $17. And if you buy multiples, it's cheaper per book. So if you buy 2 comic books, it's $13 at the discount donation nonprofit rate.
Wait, what do you mean? It's cheaper to donate I'll keep listening.
Dick alleges
Yeah.
that this is fraud. There was
Well, not
apparently, because you could potentially order more comic books and get a bulk discount, that means that there is still a profit margin in donating those in the donated comic books that went to Ripa.
Right.
So he's saying that because you could buy multiple comic books and reduce the profit margin of the seller, that therefore Ripa was making money off proceeds that should be going.
No, I'm saying making money off all
he was
of it.
making money before.
All of it.
Because
Because I'm not retarded. I know how much a fucking comic book costs, like $2.
The nonprofit.
He made profit. I'm pretty sure.
I don't. Number one, in the literal definition of fraud, that's not true. That is not actually
Where's
fraud.
the money? Where's the money
As
then?
far as taxes go, there are some caveats to making money.
Okay, so literally it's not fraud, but as far as taxes go, it might
There's
be.
some caveats.
So
Caveats.
literally is less restrictive than tax wise. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you can't write off
I just
operational
don't
costs on
understand
the IRS.
why people can't comprehend that we're like,
Where's the money?
I feel like profiting off charity is immoral. That's it. I find it personally immoral to make money off charity.
Yeah.
So why is that like people are like, well, blah, blah, blah,
Well, literally it's not. Now, legally, tax-wise, it might be.
I think it's a shitty. I think it's a shitty thing to do. I think it's a shitty way to sell comics.
Yeah.
I think it's immoral.
What about the we pay half thing? Do you hear Eric say that?
He said we technically pay half.
Yeah. All right. Let me hear the rest. Let me hear the rest of this. This is a lawyer, by the way, that gave him this. Told them this information.
Profitable thing. You have to be careful with that. And as far as a moral thing goes, you know for a fact Dick Masterson does not care about the ethics of anything. Dick Masterson, Dax Herrera, Juju the Cow would literally sell your child to be raped to death by Harvey Weinstein if it meant the biggest problem in the universe would be a TV show, and he could say that he got one TV show into production.
Oh my God!
Wow.
He's seething. Harvey Weinstein didn't rape any kids. No. That was Epstein. He can't give me a TV deal. I'd have to give Harvey Weinstein a full-grown woman. Keep your pedophiles straight. What are you talking about?
It's all the coping and seething. Everyone's coping.
Can you hear that seething in his voice? That seething hatred?
Sure.
He has no morals at all. Not like me. I have more morals than anyone.
Well, I see that as an argument against you. Is that like people go like, well, Dick doesn't actually care about a charity.
Okay, so is there fraud or not? So just tell him. No morals. So is there fraud?
It doesn't matter if you actually do, but I think you do. From what I've talked to you, and you said, no, this is fucked.
Listen to this seething hatred he has.
Dick Masterson, Dax Herrera, Juju the Cow would literally sell your child to be raped to death by Harvey Weinstein.
Raped to death by Harvey Weinstein.
I don't believe that.
Oh my God!
I don't think you would do that to a child.
Raped to death. For a TV show. I'm going to sell your child for the...
Yeah.
Because a pedo would, Vito.
People are saying the Patreon overlay is still up. Is that fine?
Okay.
I don't know if people want to see us.
The biggest problem in the universe would be a TV show, and he could say that he got one TV show into production, even for one episode.
I mean, I've had TV shows in production before.
Also, that show's not getting made. We know that. It's kind of a goof.
Wait, was this... Wait. I'm sorry. Is this the response to me thinking Eric July pocketed 10 grand from his charity fraud scheme and was going to do 18 until I got involved?
Don't call it charity fraud.
Why?
I mean, call it whatever you want.
Vito, what else would it be?
I don't know any legal definitions.
Neither do
All I know is I find it immoral.
Did someone profit from this or not? Does the charity deserve more money or not? Yes. So then what is it?
And he's also not the only guy doing it. I think everybody doing it should stop. Just give money to that charity.
Was that the response to me suspecting someone's doing charity fraud? Is I'll sell your kids to have to get raped by Harvey Weinstein.
Their argument
is
that you're not allowed to ever have any moral stance against anything because in the past you've, I don't know,
what did I do?
Made jokes about how you don't care about anything.
Yeah, you're very upset by this. I can tell. You're not comfortable talking about this.
No, I'm comfortable. I think
you're drawing frantically mazes and labyrinths.
Because it is a pretty nice little labyrinth I drew.
Yeah.
It's just, I listen to these guys and I'm like, listen, I know you live in this like fantasy world where Dick is like this comical Joker type character who cares only about chaos and madness.
Yeah.
But like, you guys get that's a bit, right? Like,
no, nothing's a bit. Nothing's a bit.
Okay.
Here.
Just one episode. He would sell children to Harvey Weinstein to be raped to death on Epstein Island if it would get his TV show.
Wait. Weinstein is raping kids on Epstein's Island?
He's mixing up his sex criminals.
Because he's getting so turned on describing raping kids that he's getting his stains mixed up. How is that a defense of a guy doing charity fraud? He's just saying charity fraud. Actually, he would sell kids to be raped, and he will rape kids. He'll sell kids to be raped on an island of Einstein, Weinstein, and Epstein are going to rape kids so he can get a television show just so he can say that he has a television show.
Again, I guess I'm just. I don't.
How much angrier could you be? If you were angry, how would it sound?
This all is weird.
Yeah.
It's exhausting to have these people constantly coming up with new theories about why you do what you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I genuinely think it's shitty that he made money off of charity. That's it.
Yeah.
Why does there have to be a secret motive for everything you or I do? Like, why can't it just be like, oh, well, I mean, like, yes, we
because they hate us.
Part of the reason I dislike Eric July is I think he's a piece of shit asshole, and he's the kind of guy
charged with multiple felonies.
Yeah, and he's the kind of guy who would rip off a charity, and you can't go, well, you already hated him, so now you're not allowed to care about that.
I hate him because he's an asshole.
No, I can hate about other shitty things he does on top of the shitty things I know he's already done.
Yeah.
You can't go, because you already hated him for one shitty thing, you're not allowed to hate him for another shitty thing. Because then you're biased against him for being shitty, and it's like...
I don't think Noah would ever rip off a charity. I don't think the Quittering would ever rip off a charity. I'm annoyed with what they say, but I
wouldn't accuse them of it unless there was like some kind
of discrepancies. So they went on a show and started mumble fucking their way through an explanation.
And I thought it was fucked up before Eric July did it because other comic creators have done it, and I think I said things about it, and then he did it. I'm like, oh, now Eric July, a millionaire? Like, again, a guy who raised...
Kids deserve that
Because before,
money.
when it was like little tiny comic creators making like, you know, a little amount on their thing, I'm like, well, that's kind of shitty, but at the end of the day, it's not like a big amount of whatever. But then Eric July, a guy who's like a millionaire and could just give away literally hundreds of copies of his comic that cost him $2 to print.
Put it on the freight.
It cost him $2.50 to print it. He could have just sent them 1,000 copies, and it would have cost him $2,000, which is like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
But instead, he got everybody to give him money to do it.
I just like that anytime.
I know I'm just spinning talking about the same
criticism that I give, the response is, well, he would let Harvey Weinstein rape kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good argument against you, I guess.
You have his number? Let me text Weinstein. Weinstein, you're in Hollywood. I'm in Hollywood. Look, buddy, I got some juicy kids for you. I know you don't fuck kids. You fuck actresses, but you're missing out.
Also, the idea that we are so morally bankrupt that we would let children be raped to get a TV show. Like, you guys know that's... I mean, I can
you imagine?
I hope you're being hyperbolic. Like, I hope that's like, okay, I know they wouldn't actually do that, but it's like...
fucking knows it's not true.
Bro, that's insane.
Bell knows that's retarded.
If someone said, I'm going to give you a TV show, but you have to, you know, let this kid get raped, I'd go,
no.
I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, I don't want some... I mean, TV shows are fun and all, but, like, they go for, like, what, a season or two?
Yeah.
And you get a couple grand. It's not a big deal.
And also, I feel like as I'm, you know, working on the TV show, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, hey, what about that kid who got raped? I'd feel pretty bad about that.
Why wouldn't I turn them in and then go to the papers and say, hey, everybody, I stopped a rapist?
These people all they're living in like a cartoon. Again, that's why this Eric July shit is like crazy. Is all these guys live in this cartoonish comic book universe where they think genuine comic book villains exist. And then it's
me.
us.
Yeah,
We've
it's
been
us.
manifested into reality.
Yeah.
We're Chadron or whatever the fuck. We're the big monster that killed that lady.
The whole folder is full of
I know, which is why even get into it?
All right.
It'll go on forever because now they're going to clip this show and go, see, they're seething. They're mad. Look, they raised their voice slightly.
And then,
it's just, it will never
crossover.
end.
It's crossover.
It's not good crossover.
You have to harvest retards. You have to.
I understand. It's just, it's going to be the same arguments forever.
No. They start getting more amped up.
To sell children, to make it in Hollywood.
Oh,
he's
Vito.
and he's mad. I just honestly, I look at the Kiwi Farms guys and I go, I feel bad for you guys. Like, just.
Yeah.
I know you want justice in the world. I get it.
Yeah.
You want bad people to be punished.
You're obsessed with it.
And you've decided, we're bad people and we need to be punished. And I would argue to you, we're just making a podcast.
No, I'm maliciously.
You're maliciously interfering with a black man's
interfering
business.
with a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
By making fun of a comic book.
Yeah.
The world's not as interesting as people want it to be. That's what it always comes down to. It's really fun to come up with ideas of like, after me and Dick end the show, we go, how can we destroy? And it's just like,
I gotta find a kid,
bro,
to send to Epstein, to send to Weinstein so he can take him to Epstein's island.
It's like, bro, when the show ends, I'm gonna drive home and I'm gonna pass out. Like, there is no scheming. There is no behind.
You might pass out before you get home.
I'm a sleepy boy.
Come on, that shit's funny.
I want people to just live in reality for once, Stop ascribing secret behavior to everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Which is just me coping and seething.
Yeah, that is a cope.
That's a cope.
All right, bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.